Hey, hey, hey.
How you doing, mate? Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you fine, mate. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, but the camera seems to have zoomed in right on my face, which is always good. What is this? How do I zoom out of this?
I'm not entirely sure, mate. I think, let me try this.
There you are. That's way better.
Look at
Let's
that.
do that.
Been practicing through the week.
Beautiful.
Right. Hi, everyone. How are you all doing? Hope you're all well. Happy Sunday. Not sure if you caught that little clip just there, actually. I'm not sure if I went live at the right time. Did everyone see that? Or
No, you didn't go live right, mate. You went live a little bit late.
did I? Did it?
Yeah, you
Did
did.
you see the
Terry's
clip?
telling me.
I'm not sure.
Terry's telling me she couldn't see it for a little bit, so she'll come through in a minute and let me know.
Right, perfect. Right. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you could see that. If not, I'm going to put it on in a minute. Right. Anyway, my name's Alex. Of the We Are 11306 YouTube channel. Sat that side of me is Tom, my brother. He streams regularly on Facebook. He's part of Tailors Gaming. So the reason really that I wanted to start this podcast was.
You'll hear that.
So I was echoing in the background there.
Yeah, it's because she's playing your stream in the background. I've sent her away. We're all good.
Right, so the reason I wanted to start this podcast really is because lockdown has been difficult for all of us. And I've found that picking up a new skill such as streaming, creating content, video editing, stuff like that has really helped me to focus on something, and it's really helped. So what I thought I'd do, the communities that I'm part of from starting streaming and content creating and stuff have really helped me, and they've given me a lot of advice, and it's been really great. We've actually got a couple of special guests on tonight as well that are part of that community, and I thought, hey, if anybody else out there is really interested in starting up and they get the same they have the same worries that myself and even my brother did when we started, it would be really great for us to help you guys sort of come out of your shell a bit. And if you've got any sort of ideas on content you want to be giving to the world, it would be absolutely amazing if we could help you do that. So anyway, Tom, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Guys, I started streaming about 4 weeks ago on Thursday, actually. And it was nerve-wracking, right? When you first start, it's nerve-wracking. You've got these people watching, and it's mostly your friends and family that are watching because that's who you're pushing out to at the outset. You're pushing out to your friends and your family to try and gain that little followage before you start making it out further afield. So you know it's all your friends and family that are watching, which is even worse than just strangers watching you because you're just under so much pressure. But as soon as you get over that little first hurdle and you do that first stream and you're ready and you're raring to go, it's awesome. You forget about it. You forget that people are watching you. You're too focused on one, the game, two, your chat. Always dealing with the chat, always concentrating on the chat. So you kind of forget how many people are actually watching you. So we've done really well. We've pushed. We're on nearly 1,100 followers in nearly 4 weeks, which is awesome. As you guys will probably know, gaining a followage isn't easy. So, I mean, I've got mates out that are pushing it out for me and they're getting it out and they're helping me out. So having that little network and that little community that are willing to help push you out there, it's been really good. So not a lot of experience on my side, to be fair, but a little bit of experience is also still experience at the end of the day, isn't it?
Absolutely, mate. What do you stream on? What kind of stuff do you do, just to let everybody know?
I stream on a PC. I'm PC gaming now. I've switched from Xbox to a PC, and it's obviously much better on a PC. Stream for OBS, stream straight to Facebook, only Facebook, because I wanted to keep all of the sort of followers in one place and not swap between sort of Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that. I wanted to just keep them all in one place. Now it's just Warzone that I stream. I stream from sort of 8 till 10 at night, just so I've got some sort of schedule because I work all week. And then on the weekends, I'll usually come back on and play into the night. The problem is with playing into the night is it's harder to get viewers. It's harder to get viewers at that time because everyone's in bed. And you still got to find time with the kids and the missus and work and stuff like that. So it's not easy. These guys are able to grind 6-7 hours a day. I don't know how they manage to do that, but it's impossible for me. So my schedule's small, but I like it small. It's all right. It's good.
Fantastic. Right. And those of you that haven't seen me before or not sure what I do, I haven't been doing it for that long either, to be fair. I stream on Twitch. I stream regularly Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Again, I've got a family, so I do it as best as I can. But my passion really is lied with picking stuff up and picking this knowledge up and building a community and sort of getting advice from other people and learning about all these different bits of equipment and building videos and stuff. That's my passion, and I really want to give it to you guys. I want to help you guys learn and grow and sort of get started as well. So I'm going to show you a little clip before I bring in one of our special guests tonight. I'm really excited about it tonight as well. So we've got two guests for you. I'm going to introduce them as part of this little clip. So enjoy, guys.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. Happy Sunday. I hope you've all had a great week. I hope you've all had a fantastic week. And first of all, I wanted to get started by saying a massive thanks for tuning in, for watching the show. And also, I think I speak for everybody that's on this stream tonight when I say every one of you that follows us, subscribes to us, or reacts or comments or gets involved, we love you to pieces and we really do appreciate it. And we've got some show ahead for you tonight. So sit back with us, have a drink, enjoy the show. Take care.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They couldn't
Hey,
hear you
how
very
you
well.
all doing?
Doing
Hello.
good, doing good.
Hi. Same here.
Good to see you
Alex.
all. What, mate?
Alex, can you hear me?
I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Go and put your mic a little bit closer to your mouth.
Yeah, right.
Is that a bit better?
Awesome. Yeah, it's a little bit better now, yeah.
Did you was the little intro thing all right?
It was awesome for
It
the
was-
second time.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right. Right,
Perfect.
glad to hear it. So this is the first one, obviously. So I think we're all a little bit nervous. So let's do something to break the ice. What's everyone drinking?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I should be drinking something.
I forgot.
I got my water. Is
Yeah?
about
Oh.
it. I got my water
Wait,
tin
I
can.
didn't
Oh, fantastic. What about you, Saggy? What are you drinking?
Water.
Oh, nice.
With a lot of
Bit health-
stickers.
Bit healthier for us. I wasn't sure whether to drink tonight because I thought I might say something silly if I'm drinking. But hey ho. What about you, Tom? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking nothing, mate.
Nothing, mate.
Nothing at all.
Right. Well, I'm on the gin and juice. So happy Sunday. Right.
Happy Sunday.
So let's get started. So our special guests tonight are two people that I absolutely love, and I'm really excited that they came on. Two absolutely of the most entertaining people I've ever seen. They both stream on Twitch regularly. They both helped me massively get followers. They're really helpful. They've taught me a lot. And basically, This is Meet the Creators. So we're going to start. We've got different topics which we'll discuss. We'll try and make it as entertaining as we can. So first of all, you've met me and Tom. We'll introduce the creators. So Saggy, take it away. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
No pressure.
Okay.
Just go. Just do it.
Okay,
Fire on.
yeah, my name's Saggy. Again, I'm 17. I'm from Switzerland. I mostly stream in English, but I do speak German sometimes. I'm currently working on my TikTok to get some new viewers, and I mostly stream like shooters, horror games, like Minecraft block games, and like way more. So I have like a lot of games on my computer, and I mostly stream from Tuesday to Friday.
Nice.
On
How long have you been
Twitch.
streaming, Saggy? How long have you been doing it for?
I've been streaming since September, beginning of September. Yeah. I started streaming because of a friend of mine. We actually met in a Among Us lobby. Like, we didn't know each other. It was just random. And I noticed that he was streaming because he always muted himself.
Yeah, while he
And
spoke to his
after-
chat.
Yeah, he spoke to his chat. And after I found him on Twitch, we just kept on talking, and he just told me, yo, you should start streaming. And after that, I did that. I started streaming. At the beginning, it was really hard. But like after I joined the SSG, the small streamer gang, everything just changed for me.
Yeah. There always seems to be just one moment where everything just sort of pieces together.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's nobody starts streaming and it just be easy. It's never easy for anyone, is it?
It's that first hurdle, isn't it?
Drinking coffee now, guys.
The thing is, everybody starts with no followers, so that's the hard part. No matter who you are, everybody's been in that boat at one point, and this is why I think this will be helpful, because it will help sort of get people over that line if they're worried about starting up or anything, or what people are going to think. And hopefully we can cover some of that in this video. So I mean, it's really interesting, Saggy, that and I've watched obviously a lot of your streams. I come in quite a lot and watch you, and the fact that you do it in different languages is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I can barely speak English at the best of times, and I am English. So, I mean, the fact that you do it in different languages, you speak English so fluently, and your stream is so lovely to watch as well.
Thank you.
That's great. And guys, I'm sure we'll hear obviously a lot more from Saggy, but if you check down below at the bottom of the video, you'll see her Saggy's Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch come across. So if you give her a follow, that would be absolutely amazing. Right.
Have you ever thought about streaming on Facebook, Saggy? Why Twitch?
No.
No.
Because I love Facebook.
Right. Oh, you don't have Facebook, right? Okay.
Right. Well, as I say, she's absolutely fantastic. So give her a follow. Right. So I'm going to introduce another person who I think is absolutely fantastic now. Another person whose stream is just on another level. I mean, if you've ever watched me, my stream, I mean, I'm hoping to make it a lot better I've got a cam being delivered tomorrow and stuff. And the fact that I'm streaming from a PlayStation is probably gives me a little bit of a disadvantage. But this person is streams, as with Saggy's, are just out of this world. And I'm going to introduce him now. His name's Shady. We all call him Shady. He's great. Introduce yourself, Shady.
Yeah. Well, hi guys. I am.
Please stand up.
I am basically. My name is the Shady Alpaca, but AKA Shady. Everyone calls me Shady, or sometimes Dashy, but I prefer Shady. I'm based in the United States, in the great state of Florida, and I normally tend to stream basically shooters, mainly, and a lot of Apex lately. It's just been getting me hooked. And RPG type games. I'll play like Assassin's Creed, since they're beginning to be more RPG types, and open world games too. I love open world games. And yeah, I mainly stream Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays between 4:30 to 7 o'clock Eastern time. And leaving a day open on the weekend. There's a possible stream that I'll possibly do on the weekend.
When did you start, Shady? When did you start streaming?
Man, that's a story. I started streaming officially 2 years ago.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, 2 years ago, I was streaming straight from my Xbox and playing just Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
Constantly for hours on my days off of work. I was kind of
So
I have a lot of days off.
why were you streaming it?
I at that time I was hooked on Siege. I love tactical shooters. Tactical shooters are my go-to, and I'm kind of going back to it. And I started streaming 2 years ago with Xbox, and then I eventually ended up going on OfferUp and buying a capture card bundled with a mic that I got for a steal. I got it for $80. Those two things together.
Nice.
Man.
Yeah. The capture cards are like going for like £100 right now, aren't they?
Oh yeah, no, they're expensive. So that kind of helped out a lot. And I had this crappy laptop that I had lying around, and
that's it, mate. A lot of streamers seem to be starting with the small equipment, not expensive equipment, little rigs, and still managing to smash it out of the park and improve and just upgrade their stuff on the way. I mean, have you upgraded your stuff since then?
Oh, have I? I mean, I started streaming 2 years ago, but then I stopped. I stopped for a few years, and then I recently got back on because I saw my equipment just lying around. I'm like, let me do something. Let me get back to it. So little by little, I've been adding more things. I added a webcam, added a light, officially got a PC not that long ago that I saved months for, and that's helped out a lot.
Yeah, man, they're not cheap. Them PCs aren't cheap no matter what you're buying.
They're not cheap, especially now. And today,
graphics cards. Jesus.
Oh, no, I know.
You can't get them. It's crazy. I just got a custom build one then. I was going to build it myself, and I couldn't because there was no GPUs on the market anyway.
And that's exactly
and the 3070s. I mean, I've got a 3070 now, but because it was built in, right?
Yeah, me too.
And I got it for a steal. Right? I got it probably for the same price as I would before the market crashed, right? But these GPUs were going for £1,000, £900. It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It's people buying 10 at a time and shifting them for crazy amounts of money.
Yeah, lots amount of money. They're scalping it.
Definitely a business to get into, then, isn't it? We'll actually discuss equipment in a little bit, and that's going to include basically how we've upgraded, what pieces of equipment we've got now, and what I'll do in the video once it's saved after the live show is I'll leave links in the description below for anything that if you wanted to purchase anything or anything like that. We'll move on to the next topic though. It's great to discuss all that. I want to just sort of focus on the guests that we've got and any other hobbies and interests that we've all got. So actually, Tom, I'll start with you. What else do you like to do other than stream?
So my day's pretty packed with the family, the work. So I obviously work full time, work from home just now. And then I just got a couple of hours with the kids and that. And then I'll jump on and I'll stream for a couple of hours and I'll jump off and I'll spend some more time with the missus and then we'll go to bed. So, I mean, that's like a daily routine every day and there's not enough hours in a day really. But I mean, I'm in the gym first thing in the morning, every morning. So that's really it. That for hobbies, really, just hitting that gym. Working from home right now is a nightmare because you don't get a lot of time out of the house. So getting the gym in the morning, it's awesome. But that's probably about it.
That's great, and you've just pretty much landed on your lap this new job as well, didn't it? With the fact that you're getting to go to the gym every day with your new boss.
Yeah, man, it's brilliant. Worked out perfectly.
I can't wait to get back to the gym when it all finishes. I'm sure everybody's the same, but yeah, thanks for that. How about yourself, Saggy? What other hobbies and interests do you do? What do you like doing if you're not streaming?
Okay, I actually play the ukulele. I don't know if you see it in the background, like up there.
No way.
That's my ukulele.
We can get a little clip of that, no?
Oh no! I haven't played in a while actually, but I also play the piano. It's standing outside of my room.
Wow.
It's just two
languages and two instruments.
Yeah.
2 languages and 2 instruments. That's crazy.
I started ice skating like a year and a half ago. I haven't been ice skating since the pandemic, but I'm excited to go again. And yeah, normally I'm just sitting in the house, to be honest.
Yeah.
As most people are, right? Just back to what you were saying about playing instruments and stuff. I've actually played the guitar. I went to performing arts college since I was a young lad, and did it all through school, and played in front of thousands of people and stuff. I'm a singer-songwriter as well. But don't you find that really helps you with this creative aspect of sort of streaming and content creating? Because if you pick stuff like instruments and stuff up, it's kind of set in your brain a bit, isn't it? That you're good at, and you've got a lot of ideas in your head, and you're really creative and artistic. And I find that's really helped me as well. How about you? Do you feel it's helped you at all, or?
Yeah, it actually did. I once streamed. The title was "Making a Song with My Chat."
Yeah,
It wasn't that long because
there.
I made a song about Vine, like the app, but I can't remember about it. I know I have it written down somewhere, but I just couldn't find it anymore. It just helped me a bit.
Can I ask you a big favor?
Yes.
I'm sure Shady. I'm so shady. I'm sure Shady's seen this as well before. But you do a lot of rapping in your streams, don't you?
No way.
Would you be kind enough to give us a little bit of Eminem?
No way. Here, don't feel any pressure, by the way. There's no pressure at all. Say no if you don't want to do that.
She's great at this.
I don't know.
Drop a beat.
My
Drop a
mom's
beat.
calling for a moment.
That old chestnut, eh? That chestnut.
Right. Anyway,
that's what I'd say if someone asked me to rap.
Anyway, she does. I mean, I don't know if anybody's used Twitch before, but there's you can kind of sort of spend points and stuff, basically, to put it simply, on getting people that you're watching to do exciting stuff and interesting stuff. And one of Saggy's is to get her to do a rap, and she did. I was watching it once, and out of the blue, somebody spent some points on getting her to do a rap, and she burst out with a lot of Eminem, and I was like, wow, that was really good. Of course, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, but would you be willing to do it, or?
I don't know.
No,
The thing is, it's pretty late. I actually need to be way more quiet than I actually am.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's all good.
You can redeem it in my streams.
Yeah, we'll jump in your streams and watch it.
Saggy's Twitch stream name is right below, by the way, if you want to have a look at that. Follow her. Saggy also.
I'll jump on there and follow as well. I'll jump on there in a minute and follow.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much.
I've just actually seen a comment that somebody's followed you on Instagram as well. Just to let you know.
Oh yeah, there.
No worries.
Right, Alex, just a quick one. Just a quick one, mate. See the live with StreamYard sign at the top left. Can you move that up a bit so you can see your face?
Hang on, mate.
I don't know if you can shift that or not.
I should be able to. 2 seconds.
We've kind of got half your face in there. I know that's usually a good thing, but.
Right, just bear me 1 second.
Don't shift it over my side now.
Right.
If you can't move it, you can't move it.
I can't move it, mate.
That's all right.
You can't remove it. You just did it.
It did just disappear for a second. Oh, just do that. There you are. Look at that. Beautiful.
There you go.
I forgot you on a laptop.
That works.
Yeah.
I was thinking of using my phone actually, but
Hey man, that laptop cam is really good.
It's
I'll
all
tell
right.
you that.
I like my phone because you can have your
Mine
earpods
doesn't
in,
even
and
work.
this big clunky thing just gets in the way sometimes. But anyway, sorry about that. Right, so thanks for sharing that with us, Saggy. That's great. How about yourself, Shady? Do you have any other hobbies or interests? What do you like doing apart from streaming?
Well, what I've noticed is that we all have something in common, and our other hobbies tend to be with music, because I do music on the side as well. I produce music or make beats, really, and that's literally my hobby. I've been doing that for years, just on the side, just to make music for myself. And recently, I made like a whole playlist for the SSG Discord, so they could use it on their streams or in the background or videos, whatever the case might be, because of this whole DMCA stuff going on.
Nice.
So I made a little playlist.
You can send me over some of them tracks for my stream.
For sure, man. It has a variety of everything from like chill, like lo-fi music to just like rap beats, basically.
I keep getting muted in my streams because they seem to think that I'm taking music that's got copyright on it, but and it's not. It's all music from YouTube, but it's they keep.
Oh, they mute that.
They
mute
keep
that
muting
stuff
me
too.
anyway. Yeah, man. So if you send me over some of them, that'd be awesome.
There's
I
actually
got you.
there's actually that's an issue that I had when I started putting YouTube videos and stuff. Was I kept getting content copyright claims from
Yeah.
Content ID. Now I've actually just signed up to that Epidemic Sounds. I don't know if you've heard of that, but
No, I haven't.
You get a free trial for 30 days, and basically it's like £9.99 a month, and they've got a massive variety of songs that you can that are royalty free that you can use on your streams or your YouTube videos. Now, I mean, if you're giving them away for free, I've missed a massive trick there.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen.
You don't need to pay £9.99 when you've got
No,
Shady
you
there with some
don't.
beats to send over here.
Listen, look on Spotify. Look up Stream Beats. If you look up Stream Beats on Spotify, that's Harris Heller. If you know Harris Heller,
Alpha
that's
Gaming,
his whole library. Yes, I highly recommend them. I use them all the time. They have different categories as well, and it's completely free. That way you don't spend a membership or anything like that, and you will not get copyright claimed at all.
None of this £9.99 nonsense, huh?
No. The only thing you got to pay for is Spotify, but they have it free as well. They have Spotify for free. So
you know what it is. I've actually since I started, I try and sort of listen to a lot of podcasts, a lot of videos and stuff like that about how to improve your streams. And it does a lot of videos on new YouTubers or new Twitch streamers for when you're starting out. He's brilliant, and people like Think Media and stuff like that as well. I've been watching a lot of. So if you're just getting started, then people like Think Media and Harris Heller or Alpha Gaming, they're really good. They really do a lot to help new people that are streaming or content creating. So yeah, that's great to know as well. And it's a bit strange that all of us are musicians as well, isn't it? And this is what I mean. It must have something to do with like the creative aspect and stuff
100%.
like that. Yeah, 100%.
100%.
But anyway, thanks for sharing, as I say. Right, so we're on to the next topic now. And it's how did you get started? What made you want to start streaming creating? I think we pretty much covered that in the Meet the Creators. So what we'll do is we'll move on to the next bit, which is who inspires you. And what I mean by this is, you two have been doing it for a while now. What creator or streamer do you really look up to? Who really inspires you? We've just spoken about Harris Heller. I've never actually watched any of his streams, but I think he's really good on with his YouTube videos and how sort of informative he is and how much information and value he gives in his videos for free and the things like he does with Stream Beats and stuff like that. He does so much to help his community, which is obviously massive. Do you guys? How about you, Tom? Who inspires you in regards to a content creator or a streamer?
I watch loads of different creators. I'm in and out of streams all the time, just dropping in, seeing what they're doing, see how they're getting on. And it's all the sort of big names on Facebook, your Z-Laners, your Y8s, your Average Dads, all these types of people, man. These are the people that I normally watch, and because I play it so much, it's the only game I sort of play now. I thought, you know what, why not do it? Why not jump in and just stream it? If I'm going to be playing it anyway, why not do it? And these videos that I'm watching every day, I can create these sort of things myself and create my own little community. That's why I started.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant. And you've actually just hit a massive milestone yourself, haven't you, on Facebook? Tell people about that.
With the followers, you mean?
Yeah, the followers, yeah. Yeah,
so I'm up to nearly 1,100 followers, which is in less than 4 weeks. So that's amazing. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think I'd get to that sort of level for a good little while. I mean, I don't know how long it took you guys to sort of create these communities and pull together followers, but 1,100 in 4 weeks is not an easy feat, and it's happened. So I'm over the moon. I'm going to keep pushing, keep driving, and hopefully we can pull more people in.
Well done, mate. Proud of you. Right, how about you, Saggy? Is there anyone in particular that really helps inspire you, or since you started, who did you used to watch that really wanted you to get into your gaming or your creating?
So, when I was younger, I always watched German YouTubers. So a little bit of them, but I don't know who. There were like a lot of German YouTubers, but like when I really started streaming, it was for sure my friend Kaden. His name is QC Divine on Twitch. I just needed to say that. And everyone from the SSG, just like every single person is just so there. Everyone is so nice. Everyone helps everyone. They're just my biggest inspiration.
Oh, absolutely. Discord's
That means you,
fantastic,
Shady.
isn't it?
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I think one of the topics that we're going to discuss tonight is community and Discord, and we'll discuss that in a bit. But it has been fantastic. The way that I mean, I've only been doing it for a few weeks, as you all know, and you know, I've been invited to a couple of Discord channels myself, and the fact that everybody's just so nice, so caring, so just want to help each other so much, which you know, there's no.
It's because it's one big community. It's one big community.
Exactly.
Everyone wants to help everyone, and that's the beauty of it, really.
Yeah,
Everyone's nice.
It's fantastic. Well, thanks for that, Saggy. How about yourself, Shady? Have you got anyone that really inspires that you want to discuss?
I have two main people that really inspire me. I would say, like my two main streamers that I love to watch and I try to not copy their style, but I get ideas from is Dr. Disrespect, and Tim the Tatman.
Mm-hmm.
Doc, because of his production value, what he does into his streams with the green screen and just everything that he does, the persona that he does, it's top notch. You don't see that.
He's a pioneer, isn't he? He's a pioneer. No one can
100%.
Argue with that.
100%. He's the reason why I wanted to do a green screen in the first place. Which back in when I first started streaming, I had a green screen, but then I decided to take it out, and then but with Tim the Tatman, I like him because I got the idea of starting the just chatting portion, the beginning of my streams. Because he would do that all the time, and you know, kind of be on a one-on-one with the community, which is what you want to try to build.
Having that little bit of time at the start of your stream where you can talk to your chat.
Exactly. I mean, they're my main inspirations, and I mean, I just to copy what Saggy said as well with the SSG Discord. Those people, they're amazing. They inspire me to keep pushing forward each and every day, and I help them push forward each and every day as well. And they're just great people in there. Great, amazing people.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
I love it.
I echo that completely. They're so helpful, and it's great to have people like that. I mean, as I was discussing at the start of the stream, the main issue you have when you start is getting followers, or you know, it's the nerves that you have. It's wondering what other people will think. But when you realize you get invited to a Discord channel, which by the way I'd never used before I started streaming, and
Discord's amazing.
There's so many people in it that just want to help other people, and it's great. And sometimes you need that, especially with what we've been going through in the last year. You just need, you know, when you can't leave the house, just some people to talk to, and some people that, you know, that are feeling the same or going through the same as you, and that are really wanting to just help you and help you improve and help you reach your goals and stuff. It is amazing.
Yeah, well, they're in the same mindset, aren't they? Just before we move on, though, who inspires you?
You do, mate. Well, I mean, as I was saying earlier on, it's people like. I mean, I watch a lot. I watch a lot of content creators, and if I'm being honest, content-wise, YouTube-wise, I would have to say people like True Geordie, or I'm a big football fan or soccer fan, and I support Newcastle, and obviously I was born there, and I've been pretty much raised to support them, and I followed them all my life, and I've recently been invited onto a fan channel. So basically what we do, we go on and after games and we discuss the games and stuff like that. And I'm now co-hosting it in people that have done them channels for years and years and years that I've been watching. I suppose they really inspire me because, you know, they've built followings from the ground up. Especially with YouTube, they've started with nothing, and they've developed. Well, you know, they've gone on with just their personality, and that's it, and their phone, and they've helped just create something absolutely massive. Yeah. In regards to Twitch and stuff, I mean, it's people like you guys, Saggy, you know, Shady and stuff. I've never really, before I started doing it, I suppose, followed streamers, if I'm being honest. But you know, since coming into it and seeing the difference between my streams and your streams, like my streams are dinosaur level, prehistoric. They're terrible. I don't have a camera.
Listen,
You
my
guys
beginning
are
streams were the
level.
same way.
Everyone's beginning streams are the same.
Yeah, that's
Well,
how
I
it
mean,
is. I saw some
listen,
of my old clips the other day, and I just saw the difference, and I was like, wow, it's a big difference.
Yeah,
It's
well, Alex, you've been streaming for a really small amount of time, so I mean, I can't imagine you expected to be getting opportunities like this before you started, and then just making that jump and that move to doing these videos and doing this streaming. You've managed to get onto a platform now that you love. You love talking about Newcastle. You love football, and now you're on a channel with these guys who you'd have watched before. I mean, that's not something that you'd have thought of happening before you started this, is it? So it's
Definitely
crazy.
not.
It's crazy the opportunities you can get for just making that push and making that leap.
I'll tell you a funny story, actually. I've mentioned how
I hope it's funny because you built it up now.
how much I absolutely love how much I love them. Right. Anyway, before the lockdown started, the last time I went to watch an actual game, went to the stadium, and there's a lot of these sort of fan channels that I followed for a long, long time. I'm talking every week, I'm watching videos of them, and there was a team of them that I followed for ages. And anyway, I was sat with my mate who I took down with me, because we live in Scotland, so it's a bit of a drive, and I took him down after work, and we went and watched the game. And we were sat in seats, and right in front of us was one of the main guys that's on the show. And I'd had a couple of drinks anyway, and I acted like a proper fanboy. I was going, "Shall I go up and speak to him?" So I go up and speak to him.
Oh no! Anyway, and he still asked you to be on it.
I got up, and I went and had a chat with him. He was with his little boy, actually, and it was really funny. I was going to his little boy, "Your dad's amazing," and all this. He's a YouTube creator with about 10,000 followers. It's not like it's not an actual celebrity or anything like that, but this is how much them kind of people mean to us. You know what I mean? And I thought that was really funny how much of a was acting like I just met Eminem. You know what I mean? It's just sat in front of us. Oh, but anyway, I thought that was really funny. But yeah, people like that inspire me. People that have come from worked hard. They're just doing something that they really enjoy doing. They're putting this, the ideas out there, and they're building a following that's up, from the ground up. I think that really inspires me, and that's kind of what I want to help other people do as well. I know I'm not at that level yet, but I want to try and create something that helps other people get to that level, which is something I'm really passionate about. Anyway, thanks for answering those questions. We'll move on to the next one, which is what equipment did you start with, and how have you progressed since? We'll start with myself, because I haven't really progressed at all.
This will be a quick one.
Anyway, so if I'm being truly honest, I've wanted to do YouTube for a very long time. Now, in regards to streaming, it was actually Tom who started streaming before me, and watching him do it, and how good and how quick he got into it, and how exciting it was to watch, and people coming in and commenting and stuff like that. And I thought, I've got a few games where I think would be interesting for me to stream. So I might start, but I didn't have the equipment that I thought was necessary to do it. So I thought you had to have like a really good PC and camera and everything like that, but I never had it. So anyway, Tom mentioned that you could just do it directly from your PlayStation. So I did a little bit of research, and I don't have a camera. I just have my PlayStation when I started.
You didn't have a mic at the point, actually, did you?
I didn't have a mic or a headset or anything like that. And I just learned how to stream directly from your PlayStation. A big thing as well is, most of us already have followings on things like Facebook, or whether you use TikTok, Instagram, or anything like that. So you've got friends in a little community to start with anyway. So all I did was really advertise that I was going to be streaming one night, and then people started following us on it. And then that initial, I was obviously nervous about it. I was obviously worried that nobody would like it, or that I wouldn't be good enough, or I would choke. But I broke that barrier, and eventually I just did it, and that's probably my biggest advice for people today is just do it. But since
Not sponsored.
since I started,
Just do it. Kicking off the Nikes there.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but I just noticed, like the banner, like below us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to say that? Like, I
Oh,
don't know
hang
if
on.
you see it.
Oh yeah.
Wait there. I accidentally pressed the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Let's.
There you go.
Well,
What did it say? I missed it. I didn't even notice. What was it?
I didn't notice either. Jeez.
Hopefully-
Damn, I missed a trick. I missed a trick here.
Hopefully-
I hope it was something embarrassing.
No, it wasn't. It was just like the basic. Fill that out. Just. Da-da-da.
Oh, all right.
Hopefully, people were too entertained by us to notice that. Excited.
Clearly, she isn't.
But anyway, we digress. So equipment-wise, the first thing I bought after obviously streaming from my PlayStation was this. Okay, so I've actually done a video on this on YouTube. It's a Razer Kraken headset. Basically, I needed something that would capture decent audio quality. It wasn't too expensive. That looked pretty good, and honestly, when you're listening to it through here, it's like surround sound. You can just it's so clear and amazing. And when you listen to yourself back as well, some gaming headsets you're a bit like you can't really hear, or you're muffled, or see when you pronounce your puss, like you go puh puh. It sounds like a lot of feedback in it. And I had to do that for effect, but anyway.
But it sounds very good.
Are you taking a commission? Are you taking a commission?
The next thing I bought was some of these. I'll just magnify that. Just 2 seconds.
Oh, for the mic.
For the mic, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I did a little bit of researching because when you're streaming and stuff,
I see you're not using them.
It's
a
a
big
pop
thing.
filter.
Tell me if you can tell the difference. Can you tell the difference?
A little bit.
No.
Not really.
I can because I used to produce music, so I know the little differences in
fine-tuning.
quality
Oh,
and
yeah.
the fine tuning.
So
So I could kind of
Just sounded the same to me.
So can I. It's exactly it. But anyway, I did a little bit of research about it, and I thought I'd get some. They're only like a few quid on Amazon. But anyway, that's the next bit of equipment I got just to kind of take that audio to the next level. Because if you don't have a camera, you've got absolutely no way of entertaining anybody. And I've realized that my following on Twitch goes up really slowly, and I'm watching people that a good thing that you can do when you're starting up is look at people that have a bigger following and find out what they're doing that's different to what you do to make them better. Yeah. And the main thing for me at the minute is my camera. So
you have to sort of think about what you would like to see when someone else is streaming. So I wouldn't like to sit there and just watch a game, you know what I mean, without a camera for some reason. Having the camera there and seeing their expressions and them talking to you and stuff like that, it always makes that difference. So a camera is definitely what you need, in my opinion.
Otherwise, you're just watching somebody play a
game.
It's
just watching someone. You might as well be sitting next to them, waiting for the controller for your shot.
True.
I could be chatting.
It's like exactly.
So anyway, that's the next bit of it. What I've got is there's actually somebody in our Discord channel, Saggy and Shady, that's mentioned this to me. Is Minnie in our Discord chat? She actually recommended on Amazon you can get a little camera that plugs into your console.
Yeah.
And it's got a little ring light on it. Well, anyway, it's only less than £30, and I've got one, and the quality looks really good. I think she uses one as well. It's got a light on it, and lighting is essential when you're sort of streaming as well, isn't it?
100%. Light is essential.
Yeah.
I've probably taken out the whole neighborhood of lights with mine.
I mean, that's pretty cheap considering the alternative is like £140 PlayStation camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 100%.
Absolutely. I mean, in regards, that's pretty much all I've got at the minute for streaming. Now, as I've mentioned, I do like to make YouTube videos and stuff as well. So the next bit of equipment that I bought, which is really handy, is the Elgato capture card, the HD60 capture card. It was you, Shady, wasn't it? You actually mentioned this to me when I first started and I first joined the Discord group, that a capture card would be so much better for me because I stream from console. And funnily enough, my brother next to me here, he actually turns around and says, I didn't mention anything about it to him, and he just turned around and said, we've got an Elgato capture card, and we don't use it. It's brand new.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I bought it years ago. For the Wii Man to start streaming, and he never touched it. He never used it, so it's just been sitting in a box the whole time. You know what I mean? So I never even thought to mention that to him. That that I've got to sit in a room.
So I stumbled onto that little. Anyway, what that lets you do is when you're playing a game. Before I started using that, what I was doing is I was streaming and saving the streams onto my Twitch and then transferring them over to YouTube. But of course, what that does then is A, it's not very good quality, and B, you've got all of your sort of chat and everything on the side, and it's like your actual game footage is minimized a little bit. So
It has that weird PlayStation layout that they have.
Yeah.
When you stream directly from it.
Yeah, exactly, and it wasn't very attractive. I couldn't really make very good videos with it. So what this lets you do is capture everything that's on your screen without all of that. So anything you do, and it also lets you sort of you can stream from it as well, and you can add overlays and stuff from your PlayStation and alerts and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend it. I've actually done a video on that as well. But anyway, let's continue. Tom, how about yourself? What kind of equipment did you start with, and how have you progressed since?
So obviously, I started streaming 3.5 weeks ago. So I've not really progressed at all. I mean, I started with an Xbox and a headset. That's what I had, and I didn't do anything with that streaming wise. So what I did was just bought a custom built PC. Spent about $2,000 on the PC, and I had to buy everything. So the desk, the double monitors, the lights, the camera, the mic, everything from ground up. And obviously I play Warzone, so it's a heavy on the GPU. So the PC had to have a good graphics card, and the 3070 was awesome for that. So I had to spend a little bit more money on the rig, and so that's it. I've not bought anything since. I literally bought it all within a couple of days, set it up, and it's been golden. So I don't think I'll need to buy anything else for a little bit, to be honest with you. I don't know what else. Maybe another monitor. Other than that, I don't really know what else there is to buy, to be honest. I mean, I play with a controller instead of keyboard and mouse, and so I got the Elite 2, the push to talk pedal. There's literally nothing else I can think of that I can buy to progress, to be honest. Right now, anyway. Maybe in a couple of years when the systems starts running a little bit low and I need to update that. But other than that, I think I'm good.
Brilliant. Brilliant. That's quite lucky for you then, really, isn't it? That you kind of had everything that you needed to produce those great quality streams from.
Yeah, without starting at a bit of a lower quality stream. I mean, it's just been the same ever since. The only difference is on Facebook, it only lets you stream at 720, and then when you hit the level up program, you move up to 1080. That's it. But that's nothing to do with my equipment. That's more to do with what they allow you to stream. So yeah, I was lucky.
That's brilliant. Right, how about yourself, Saggy? What did you start with, and how have you progressed since?
Okay, I actually started with my school laptop. It was like an Acer gaming laptop. I kind of knew I wanted to play games on it, but it's mostly for school. Actually, after that, I kind of just got a second screen from my dad, like an old TV screen, like a small one. And I just bought a keyboard, a better mouse, a webcam, like everything very cheap. And I streamed like on the other side of my room next to my window. It was just horrible light. Everything was just like whack. And after a few months, I saved up money for a PC, for another screen, for everything. And now currently I even bought a new table for that. But now I got another keyboard. I have 2 mices. Like one is still arriving. I got 3 screens, like 2 main ones and the third one like on top for music or chat. My PC is behind my whole desktop, behind my screens. I have a ring light, some LEDs around just to make a little bit more colors, and
Honestly.
Thank you so much.
She's just being modest.
She is.
And I even got some new headphones, just like wireless, because it always sucked. Wired headphones. I would just always get caught up. And I just got a Stream Deck a few weeks ago. It's really helpful. It really helps with my stream. It's just way easier, and Yeah, I think
What were you doing before you got the Stream Deck? Did you? Because you can get a Stream Deck on your mobile. I've got the Stream Deck on my phone, and I just sit my phone there and use that as a Stream Deck.
I did that too, but I just kind of noticed that I don't want to look at my phone too much.
Yeah.
Even though it's just like for the Stream Deck, I just rather do it manually with the mouse.
Yeah. I probably need to do that as well, actually.
Yeah, and I just got that lamp.
Oh, nice. The Stream Decks look really cool, eh?
Yeah, it is. It is super cool.
A lot of people have been recommending them and videos that I've been watching. They do look really good and completely game changing, aren't they? But yeah, I echo what Shady says. Your streams and your setup look absolutely phenomenal. Even just looking at you now, like your lighting at the side and stuff like that, your lights that you have on the wall, and it just looks great. So yeah, thanks for sharing that with us. How about yourself, Shady? What did you kind of start with, and how have you progressed since?
Well, I mean, I touched up on it earlier. Streamed directly from my Xbox, and then got a capture card bundled in with a mic, and my laptop, which to run anything on that laptop, it will take at least 10, 15 minutes just to start up, and then another 10 minutes to start up the stream. And if I'm lucky, if I click go live, it would actually go live if I was lucky.
If you're lucky.
If I'm lucky. No, I'm serious. And then with the overlays, I had to have the most minimal overlays because my CPU usage was like at 60% and above. And I'm telling you, I was somehow running these streams with a capture card, mic. As you know, Alex, I was using my phone as a webcam for a while. I had an app I thought was wonderful. And then I eventually ended up getting a webcam off Amazon, very cheap as well, works perfectly.
Is that the webcam you're using now? Surely not.
Yes.
That camera's so clear.
It's amazing.
It's an off-brand
one. I was
super
shocked
clear.
by it. Yeah,
super clear. You can send me the link for that if you can. If that's on Amazon.
Will, bro. Definitely will. I also got myself a ring light, and I mean, upgraded from the Xbox to a PC. Got myself a desk where the whole thing is like a mouse pad. Only have one monitor that I had just laying around. I plan on getting myself another one.
Mm-hmm.
So I can have a 2-monitor setup. Right now I just use my laptop as my second monitor. Really.
Yeah.
And then I got myself a mouse today. I mean, I'm still using my mic.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, we can't hear you. Can't hear you. Turn it down. Still can't hear you. Still can't hear you. He's broken it.
Oh no! What have we done?
How about now? Can you guys hear me now?
Oh
yeah, I got you, mate. I got you.
You're back.
Okay. Well, yeah, whatever. I shouldn't have touched it, but either way, I use my sock as a pop filter, to muffle the out air conditioner sounds as well. Yeah, that's why it has a sock over its head. But I mean, yeah, that's basically what I've upgraded. I almost got a Stream Deck today. I was this close to getting the Stream Deck.
Yeah, I need to
end up doing it.
And what? They're 150 quid or something.
Wait, you did it?
No, I didn't get it. But yeah, they're 150.
Oh.
But I used to use my keyboard as hotkeys for my stream.
So you keyboard and mouse? You play keyboard and mouse, do you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. What about you, Saggy? Are you keyboard and mouse as well?
Yeah, I do keyboard and mouse. To be honest, I did that when I had I have 2 keyboards as well. I just transformed it. I just changed to I think it's an 80% keyboard, so I don't have the number.
No numbers.
Number on the side. Yeah. So that's why I bought the Stream Deck.
Yeah.
But I still have the other one down here. If you can see, I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
Right there.
Just about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just hidden.
Great. Right. Well, thanks for sharing and discussing that. What I'll do is if you guys can send me any links to sort of any equipment that you've got at the minute that might help other people. What I'll do is I'll put it in the description at the end of the video. So when the video actually gets saved after the live stream, it should really help anybody else who wants to buy any of these kind of products. So that'll be great.
Definitely. Shady, I'll hit you up. After this, if that's all right, and we can send me that link.
For sure. I'm looking for it right now.
My Wi-Fi cut out for a bit, so I didn't hear what we had to do. My Wi-Fi cut out.
Very
So
good,
it
good.
was just like lagging.
What I'll do, Saggy, is I'll put links in the description on the YouTube video. So after we've done the live stream, if you've got any equipment that we've discussed during the stream, just to help other people if they want to buy it or use it to get started, I'll put the links in the description. So
Oh, okay.
if you can send me the link to your stream deck, see if you can get them to sponsor you as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If only it was that easy, right?
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just bear me 2 seconds. Right, so we'll move on to the next topic then. That was great. So we're going to talk about things that you found difficult about what you do, and I'll start. And I'm sure it's probably the same with everybody else. It's just initially getting that following, isn't it?
Of course, and it's not just at the beginning; it's all the way through. That never stops. It never stops. You're always trying to grind and get more, and you'll never be content with the amount that you've got. You'll always want to push.
Exactly. Yeah.
Push and get more.
Well, we're just starting up. I mean, like I was talking about earlier on, you've got that initial following just from your friends, your family, people that you follow on Facebook and different platforms already. But with things like Twitch, I suppose it's not a lot of people have it. Like, I don't know about you guys, but not a lot of my friends and family and people like that really used Twitch before I kind of started using it. So just even that initial few followers is quite hard. But then you come to these things like Discord and that, and you meet other people. And you kind of you watch other people's streams and you get involved in the chats and stuff, which, as I say, we'll discuss later in regards to community. But that kind of thing really helps grow it. But I do find that building your initial following is quite difficult, and then you hit that kind of that step where you're at the level where you're developing quality content and people are starting to really notice you and share you about and stuff like that. How about yourself, Tom? What have you found difficult about starting up and what you've been doing?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm exactly the same as you, and exactly the same as everybody else that starts up. Starting up is always going to be difficult. So what's the hardest thing is it's not actually gaining the following; it's having the viewers coming in. I mean, because of your schedule, right? Say for me, for example, I stream from 8 until 10 during the week. Now, there's so many other streamers out there that are streaming at that same time who are bigger, have a bigger following, who are probably better at the game. Do you know what I mean? So the people who are watching streamers at that time of the day are already watching other people. So it's hard to try and capture that and bring people in and keep them. So, I mean, you could have 1,000 followers and only have 5 viewers. Do you know what I mean? And I've seen people on Facebook as well who have got much more than that. Like they've got 5,000 followers, and they're only getting 20, 25 views at once. And I think that's probably mainly because, one, the time. I mean, people have got stuff to do. And two, there's the market's so saturated that it's hard. You're a little fish in a big pond, especially nowadays. Now. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, I mean, there was only a handful of streamers. So I mean, everyone was watching them. Obviously, the real pioneers, and now it's just crazy how many people are actually streaming. So getting followers and getting viewers are the biggest problem for me, and there's probably going to be the same for everyone, to be honest.
Absolutely, and I agree with what you're saying. I mean, you can have a lot of followers, but it's getting people in every night when you're streaming and getting people to come and watch you, regardless of how many followers you are. It's the reaction and the interaction that you're getting and the sort of commenting and stuff like that. Like quite a lot of evenings, I'll have a fair few people watching, but they just don't say anything, and that kind of thing I find difficult as well. I don't know about everyone else. We'll move on to you, Saggy. What kind of things do you find difficult about what you do? And have you got any advice for anybody else that might be feeling the same way?
So actually, when I started, I tried to hide my Twitch because I didn't want people, like friends and family, to know that I'm streaming. So that's why I just started going into Discord servers, just like different calls. Try to make friends. I made one, as I already told you. And it's actually, as everyone said, it's pretty hard to get followers and viewers. Like if you start on Twitch itself, it's going to be pretty hard. But when you try different other different kind of websites like TikTok, YouTube,
platforms,
you can grow way more, or platforms. Yeah, that's a word. platforms, you can like grow your community from there. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to post a few TikTok clips and soon or later posting some YouTube videos to try and make my community a little bit bigger. Like
Yeah.
I have a lot of randoms who follow me that I really appreciate, uh, especially because I'm streaming from Switzerland. I have like a, not to be rude, like a bigger range. Because I speak German, but like most of my
Yeah.
followers actually are from America, from England, some of them from Australia as well, from like part of Asia too. And that's what I think is pretty cool. Like you can grow from everywhere.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
So.
So people can watch it from all over the world. Do you know what I mean? They don't have to be in your area to watch it, and that is the beauty of it.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things in life as well, as having your voice or your ideas heard by the rest of the world, isn't it? Like, you're reaching out to so many people, and it's just magnificent how you can connect to people like that, I think. So yeah, it's really good. I've actually popped Saggy's TikTok at the bottom of the screen, and I know a lot of people use TikTok, and I'd never actually heard it. Well, never really used TikTok before Saggy mentioned it to me. So hopefully we can get some good content for TikTok tonight after this. And so if you can follow Saggy on TikTok,
like the mic fail from Shady.
Yeah,
Always.
So if you can follow Saggy on TikTok, that would be magnificent. But anyway, how about yourself, Shady? What did you find difficult when you started?
I mean, there are a lot of difficulties when it comes to streaming. Like it could be from like software problems with OBS all the way to like your internet not wanting to work for some reason randomly.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's a lot of difficulties I've had. Just learning the softwares, learning the trying to fix the internet problem as fast as possible. But I mean, just to basically echo what everyone was saying, is just growing out, like just growing. Period. Once you start, it's kind of daunting to see, oh man, I have 0 people watching, and I don't know how am I going to reach this? How am I going to reach, for example, the affiliate goal on Twitch? Because Twitch, like Twitch is not that easy to get discovered in. It's really not. And
it's so much harder than Facebook, in my opinion.
Oh, harder than Facebook and YouTube. YouTube and Facebook, they're huge. Believe it or not, Twitch is not as big as people think they are. They're actually relatively smaller compared to YouTube and Facebook. But I mean, there's always a saying that I'll never forget. I think it was Harris Heller that even said it, that the best way to grow on Twitch is outside of Twitch. And that's what I'm trying to do with posting stuff on TikTok. I only posted one video on TikTok, which I need to get better at doing, but it got freaking 600 plays on it. That's unheard of, like that kind of discoverability that fast. That's people have to take advantage of it, because just that one video with the right hashtags could blow you up. You'll have thousands of views, and that just growing outside of Twitch to grow that community is really great as well. And that's how you can kind of overcome that difficulty in a way.
That's perfect. And I've actually, like I say, followed Harris Heller for a while, and I've heard him say that so many times. You don't grow on Twitch by being on Twitch. You grow through YouTube. You grow through posting YouTube videos. You grow through speaking to people in communities and stuff. You grow through TikTok videos, like you say. I just post any old rubbish on TikTok, to be fair. I'm not confident we're using it. I can't do all of this kind of transition stuff. I tried one the other day with sunglasses on. I went like that, put my arm over my face, and I had sunglasses on when my arm moved. I was really proud of that, and it was absolutely rubbish. But yeah, like you say, you get so many views on TikTok just by putting some hashtags on it, and it's absolutely amazing, isn't it? But yeah, hang on, I've popped Shady's TikTok at the bottom. Regularly through this stream, you'll see everybody who's talking at that time. Their Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, anything like that. Just scrolling down the bottom. So I'll do my best to keep that as up to date as possible, just so you can follow them. And I do implore you to follow them if you can, because they do have some absolutely fantastic things to show you. But anyway,
I do plan on posting more on them. I do plan on it. I'm
Same.
learning video editing.
don't follow me on TikTok, because you'll not be mine's just mind you, I did get 50 likes on one of my videos the other day.
That's good.
500 views and 50 likes. It was just a video of my little girl just blowing me kisses on the video. So I was on
I think that's
FaceTime.
awesome.
Oh yeah, I was on FaceTime with her, and I was telling her to blow me a kiss. And obviously on TikTok you can remove the audio and add some music, so no one could hear that I was telling her to blow me a kiss. When she walked up to me and blew me a kiss, and I thought that was really cute, so I posted that, and I got 50 likes on it, so I was happy with that.
That's good. That's good.
But anyway, we'll move on to the next question. Thanks for answering those questions. Right, so this is the big one. I think this is the most important part of starting out when you're streaming, and it's something that I've put a lot of effort into in things like Discord and just basically trying to market yourself in a way, but also trying to connect and become friends with people that are doing it as well, because they're always going to help you, whether that means by a follow, or whether that means by coming into your streams, or whether that means just by giving you advice. The benefits of growing your community are absolutely huge, and we'll take a little bit of time just discussing that. So first of all, I'll start with you, Tom. How have you kind of grown your community? Grown your community.
Grown. So I've go on. Sorry,
And how do you think that the benefits of growing your community is important?
I've got a lot of mates who are prepared to help me grow the community by inviting friends and sharing and doing all the things that you wish that your friends will do for you. And they have done, and they pulled it out of the bargain, and it's helped me massively. Now, the one reason that I wanted to get a bigger following was for networking. So if you're looking at co-streaming with bigger streamers, it seems to be they don't really want to co-stream with someone who's got a really little following, and that might not be the case for everyone. But if you go out to someone who's got a couple of thousand followers and you've got 100, I mean, they might not want to do that. I mean, that's just the way it is. But I mean, if you've got a couple of thousand yourself, then they're more inclined to link up and play and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I wanted to get a big following, so I could link up and connect and collaborate with bigger and better streamers.
Brilliant. In regards to that, though, growing your community, what I mean by that is sort of developing relationships with different people and stuff. We kind of covered that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got followers from all over the world, like these guys have said. I mean, they come from everywhere and they drop in the chat all the time. They're dropping in the chat all the time, and it's brilliant. I mean,
I suppose the beauty of Facebook in a way as well is the amount of people that you get sharing your stuff.
Big time.
And I mean, I look at your streams some days, and you've got sort of 40, 50 kind of people that have shared your streams, and just people coming in, and you're just having a chat with people. That's kind of your community on Facebook. You're having a good chat with them in the chat and stuff, and they're sharing, and they're reaching out to people for you. So I suppose that's a massive benefit.
Amazing. That's how I've got the following that I've got in such a short amount of time. And it's because of these people. It's not because of me. It's not because of me at all. It's because of the guys that are willing to help me out and use their platform and their Facebooks to push my streams and my channel out. All I'm doing is playing a game, essentially. These guys are pulling it together for me, and it's been awesome. And I can't thank these guys enough.
That's fantastic. How about yourself, Saggy? If you want to discuss the benefits of growing your community and how that's helped you on different platforms?
Actually, the thing is, I just want to grow a community to, like you said, to connect with them, to maybe make new friends. And the biggest part of what I want to do is helping other small streamers, just like everyone in the SSG. It's just, I just think it's like unfair a little bit. Just you see those big ass streamers, they stream so much in the last few weeks, months, and like the small streamers have like no chance.
Yeah.
because everyone's watching the big ones.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to try and change a bit. I just want to, grow a bigger community, help the smaller ones out so that they grow too. That's just my goal that I want to achieve in a few, maybe months, years. We'll see.
That's fantastic. How about yourself, Shady? Have you got any other ideas on sort of the benefits of growing your community and different platforms that you've used to help you do that, and how that's helped you grow?
I mean, growing a community is just so fun. You get to meet random people. My personal friend, like my real life friends, they don't really watch streams often. So I've never really had help from my friends or even family to watch my streams. I had to like
Yes,
go
you've really
out.
grinded. You've really grinded. That's such a
Yes.
hard thing to do without
It's
any.
extremely hard to do. So
That
I
first
had to go
100.
out there. Oof.
Yeah,
First
that must have been the
50.
hardest. Yeah, man. Because I mean, I see
50.
streamers all the time that are looking, and they do the follow for follow sort of stuff on these sites. And in my opinion, it doesn't work. But I mean, you have to build that up with absolutely no help. It's hard. I can imagine.
Yeah,
it's
the
hard.
follow for follow never works. If
Never,
you're just
I
trying
know.
to bring your number count for the followage up, go
But I
ahead.
mean, then you've got no viewers because no one really cares. It's just a number for a number. It doesn't work.
Followers, the amount of followers you have does not equal the amount of
Doesn't
viewers
mean
you'll
anything.
end up
Exactly.
getting. Exactly. So I mean, I started off. I didn't even know how to use Discord. I had my little brother help me make my Discord server. So he helped me do the bare minimum of it, and just whenever I stream, I have my Discord on my Twitch page, and you click it, you can join whatever you want. And I mean, it's just so fun meeting them. I have a viewer that used to watch me from 2 years ago, and even when I stopped, continued watching me when I came back. And we've just connected like that. Even a Discord, when I'm not streaming, I talk to them on there occasionally. We talk to each other. There's messages that go on, and it's more of a one-on-one relationship you have with your community. And it's something that you can't really do if you are a big streamer. Once you get to a massive amount,
there's too many
it's kinda
people.
hard.
Yeah.
It gets too much. So I mean,
they can hardly read the chat, can they? With these big streamers,
never.
It's crazy.
So I mean, it's just fun making a whole community, and you're there to entertain them most of the time. They're there on their off time, and they decide to watch you out of everyone that's available. They pick you. So you have a little community with them to make them feel more close, to you, basically.
That's fantastic, and I completely agree with what you're saying. And a lot of things with big streamers and stuff that I've noticed, and I even noticed with you, Tom, earlier when you started your stream, is you take a little bit of time before you actually start going into the gaming side of it, just to sit and chat with your people that are in your chat. I can't really do that yet because I don't have a lot of people commenting on my stuff. That I'll have people viewing it, but until they start really commenting all the time, I can't really sort of sit and do that, which is a shame. But I was really impressed when Tom was sat doing it at the start of his stream. A lot of you guys do it as well. You'll also do things on your streams that it can benefit your viewers and stuff like that. They'll redeem points or something to get rewards. Like for example, you rapping, Saggy, and one day I will get you rapping on here. I promise you that. But anyway, in Shady, the things like with the Titanic theme tune that somebody plays on the flute, I think that's really cool. But the biggest thing for me is that I've noticed is Discord. Just everybody just wanting to help each other out, like I've been saying, and I think that is so beneficial to you if you're looking to start. Get involved with Discord. Get involved with people that have been doing it for a little while.
And get involved in the SSG Discord as well. Like shout out to Addy who started it all. He's the one that got all of us together, really.
Is that Addison by any chance?
Yes, that is.
He's very active in the comments.
Thanks, Daddy.
Yes. But no, seriously, shout out to him. He's the one that started the whole streaming SSG thing. I mean, I didn't join it right in the inception of it, but he just randomly came on my stream. And from that point forward has completely changed everything.
Same here.
That's fantastic.
That's why I love you, Eddie.
Addy, how would you like to come on the show?
He should. He definitely should.
Yeah.
If you fancy it.
He must.
Yeah, he has to.
Reading part.
I'm happy to bring you on now for a little bit if you want. But just let us know in the comments, and we'll continue the questions. If you fancy coming on, or even if it's a different time, we'll be doing this every Sunday from 9 p.m. UK time. This is an Anderson fan page. This is
I'm not seeing any of these comments. Where are these comments?
right in front of you, look.
Next to
Oh yeah, it's Anderson fan page. Yeah,
that's great. Right. Anyway, if you fancy coming on though, I'm more than happy to bring you on. And if you can't make it on now and you're just wanting to watch, then we'll bring you on next week if you fancy it. Just give us a message. And we'll see what we can sort out for you. But anyway, that's the benefits of growing your community. Thanks for answering those questions. We'll move on to the next one. So we've got a few more questions left, and then we're going to have a little bit of a comment and question sort of session. So we'll bring up anybody who's commented, and we'll try and react or answer any questions that people might have. So the next question is 5 things you've learned since you started. What I wanted to do at the start of this is
put everyone on the spot.
Put everyone on the spot. But put 5 things you've learned this week. But I don't learn 5 things a week, so
No,
but anyway, 5 things I've learned since I started. So the benefits of the community for a start, it would be the main point. Second point would be better equipment. Third point, everybody starts somewhere. That is a big one as well. Everybody starts from nothing or at the bottom. They've got no followers. They've never done it before. They don't have any knowledge on equipment or sort of content creation. Number 4, I would say, try and bring yourself out of your shell. Be confident. Nobody really cares what other people are doing. So you might think that you're worried about what other people will think of you, but nobody cares. You know what I mean? Everybody's in the same boat. So just do what makes you happy and just take that first step, release that first video, do that first stream, and that wall is suddenly broken down, and I feel like that's a massive thing as well. Just do it. Number 5, I would probably say try and just reach out to your internal following at the start and try and market yourself a little bit. So just whatever you have at your disposal, whether that be Facebook or Twitter or Instagram and stuff, just try and connect with your fans on there or your friends on there and your following on there when you're first starting out, and you'll get that following straight away. So I mean, I've not been doing it for very long at all. I've only been doing it for 3 weeks, and I'm on 42 YouTube subscribers. I'm on 36 Twitch followers. I'm on nearly 100 followers on Facebook and that. So just start with what you have straight away. So
I can't be loud. That's why I'm just.
Well, thanks very much. I do appreciate every single person that is following us. And like I said at the start of the video, I'm sure everybody else does as well. Appreciates who's followed them, liked them, connected with them, and so forth. But there's 5 things that I've learned since I've started that hopefully will help other people. What about yourself, Tom?
Well, I mean, I've probably not got 5 things right now that I can say. I should have read the agenda. 5, I should have read the agenda, should I? I just rocked up with my vape and my coffee, didn't I? So 1, I would say it's a marathon, not a sprint. So just take your time. Stop looking at these big streamers with all these followers and going, oh my God, I want to be there. Let's do it right now. You just need to take your time. 2, speak to your chat, whether you've got 1 viewer or 100 viewers, and speak to them the same. So don't look in your chat and go, I've got 1 viewer. Oh no. Just talk to them. Just make conversation. And if they don't chat back, they won't chat back. But I mean, just keep chatting to them. 3, set a schedule. So a schedule is important. I never just go live at any random time. I will always go live at a certain time. So between 8 and 10, or I'll say in advance when I'm coming live instead of just coming live randomly. And just play like you'd normally play. So all the nerves, don't try and do anything different. Don't try and be someone you're not. Just play the game, chat the same. Don't try and change yourself to look better on the stream. Just play the game that you enjoy playing, and you'll get there. That's what I suggest. But again, I've not been doing it very long, so I mean, that's my experience in it in the last 4 weeks.
Thanks very much. And things like this, I'm hoping that I can use questions like this on every single stream, and and it'll really help help other people. So what about yourself, Saggy? What can you name 5 things you've learned just since you started?
I don't know about 5
And
things.
learn to
but I have
rap.
a few. That's
Become the real
Learn to
Shady.
rap, learn to play the ukulele, the piano, speak 2 languages.
Oh, that was already before I started streaming. No, first off, I wrote down don't expect too much. You can't grow from 2 followers to 1,000 like in a week. Maybe it will, but I just I already knew that I shouldn't expect too much. I just went chill. I just went slow. I didn't try to get the biggest Twitch streamer of all time.
Mhm.
And yeah, most of the things you've already said, but I don't know if
And
I can add
don't do
something.
follow for follow. That's the thing.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, please don't. Yeah, you already said everything, so I can't really add anything.
It doesn't matter if we've said it already. It'll be helpful to just learn your take on stuff. So if you've written stuff down and we're saying stuff anyway before you've mentioned it, then just tell us your
Okay,
take on it.
but, okay. Oh, I got something else. Like again, as we said, don't try to grow on Twitch. Grow outside of Twitch. Grow your community on TikTok, on YouTube. I don't know, maybe even Instagram, Twitter. It doesn't matter. Just grow it outside of Twitch because you can't really grow on Twitch because there's so many Twitch streamers. To be honest, I did grow on Twitch, but now again I'm starting to try grow on TikTok. I even made a Discord a few weeks ago. I can't really remember. And since I've put the link from my Discord into like all my socials, it just kind of like the first few days it blew up. Like my phone was just blowing up the whole time because everyone was chatting with each other, sending memes. It was actually pretty fun. There was in a call the first time I opened up the Discord. They were just all in a call, and I was just like, whoa, holy shit. Yeah, that's I think everything.
It's great to know. I mean,
Yeah.
I know we covered the growing outside of Twitch before, but it's really handy to know your take on it and kind of what we mean by that, really. But how about yourself, Shady? If you got any, things that you've learned, 5 things that you've learned since you started, and hopefully that can help other people.
Yeah, I have 5 things that I wrote down. I have my first one is audio quality before video quality. A lot of people they like to hear the sounds of the game and the people talking, and if something is not sounding right, they instantly pop out. They will leave because they just sound is a big thing for us. Number 2 is how to talk and make conversations even if no one is watching. I know it was said a little bit earlier, but I had to learn how to do that. When there was no one watching, I had to turn off my viewer count so that way I didn't care who was there or who wasn't, and just make conversations. And some of them end up being funny moments that I didn't know someone was watching, and they just laugh in the chat. And it will be like when I said doo-doo when I was playing a game. When I was playing Ark Survival Evolved, I said doo-doo instead of dodo bird. And that was something that I do on purpose to kind of try to engage people, Third thing I've learned is video production, really like editing. I'm kind of starting to learn editing mainly, but how to do overlays, the alerts, how to make them unique, make them different, sounds and stuff like that. Number 4 I have is ways to make chat more interactive with each other. That whole CloudBot gamble system that you see everybody have in the SSG Discord, I was the one that told and showed everyone how to do it. I showed everyone how to set it up, gamble points, name them different things, and everyone has just gone insane with it. And it's a fun way to have a little competition between your chat and everyone else in there. And it just has funny moments for you and for your chat as well. It makes everything more interactive. And the last one, which I think is a very important one, you will have great streams, but you will also have bad streams. and you can't let the bad streams discourage you when it does happen, because the mood that you have on those days, it will show on camera. Everyone will be able to hear it, and you just got to keep pushing forward. There are days where you'll average 5 people watching, and the next thing you'll have 1 person.
Yeah.
And you can't let that discourage you, because people are in different walks of life, so they're busy or they're not. You can't just always expect the same people to show up all the time.
Yeah, I mean, the consensus is you just hope that there's more people every single time you stream, and
Exactly.
having that in your mind is a no, because chances are 80% of the time that won't happen, and you will have less than the day before, and you will pop off one day, and the next day will be totally different. So that's absolutely a good answer, like.
Yeah, that's why I turn my viewer account off, so that way that doesn't bother me too much, and I don't watch the analytics too much either. Probably at the end of the week.
That's the perfect advice, to be fair, because I'm sure all 4 of us in this stream have felt like that. I mean, I was feeling like that sort of last week. I've been, to be fair, struggling to find times to do my streams and in stuff we're doing YouTube and having family stuff and that as well. I will be getting back to doing my schedule for 3 nights a week from tomorrow. However, the last couple of streams, not the last stream, but the stream before I did, I had quite a lot of people watching us, and it gets you motivated, and it really helps you kind of. What I try to do is just talk, just have a bit of banter, even if nobody's in. Just try and make people laugh and stuff, and just talk about the game and stuff like that. But when you've got nobody in the chat, it is really hard to do that, and it's really hard just to try and you're not really communicating with anybody that's watching you. However, a thing about Twitch as well is that your videos actually stay on your Twitch for a while, don't they? And
I think it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, whether you're live or not, and a lot of people can come in and watch your stream, and if you're not sat talking and you sat nervous and not really just communicating with anybody, regardless of whether anybody's in there at that time or not. It is important that you sit and have a chat, because people can come and watch you after you streamed when they've got the time. So yeah, that's a great bit of information, a bit of advice, which brings me swiftly onto the next bit that we're going to speak about, which is pretty similar to what we've just spoken about there. But I would say the key advice for streamers or creators. So the main thing that you would probably say, if you had one thing that you would want to give advice to somebody else who's just started, then what would you give them? I'll start. Just bear with me 1 second. Is somebody ringing? There's a bit of feedback coming through the headphones. Is that me?
Must be.
It probably is, isn't it? Right. So anyway, key advice for new streamers, I would say, is just break down that first wall. Just do it. If you, and to be fair, I watch a channel called Think Media. They've got millions of followers, and they dedicate all of their videos to really helping people who have just started, or helping people get to a certain amount of followers, or advice and equipment, everything that you can think of about sort of starting YouTube or starting content creation and stuff like that. And the first thing that they really say is just record, just start recording. You've got to record, and that could be anything. Just do it. It might be hard to break down that first wall and to sort of get the confidence and the motivation and cut them worries out that you might have about starting or what other people will think. But once you've done it, once you've done that first thing, and Tom, I'm sure you'll vouch for me on this, but I had a lot of ideas before I started, and so many things that I wanted to do with my family and my kids, and kids stories, and the Newcastle stuff, the football stuff, and the gaming stuff, and the thing is, I just was worried what other people would think. I was worried about hearing my own voice. I was worried about looking at myself doing it, and once I've done it, I'm doing it left, right, and centre. I should have about 5 different channels, in all fairness, because I'm just doing gaming, I'm doing kids stuff, I'm doing football stuff, all on the same channel. And once I broke that wall down, all these ideas just started finally coming out. So the key advice I would have for new people starting is just do it, just start it. No matter what you think other people will say or think, it's important you just do what makes you happy, and just break down that first wall, and you'll be fine. You'll be great. So I hope that kind of helps inspire some people when I say that as well. But what about yourself, Tom? How have you if you
Yeah, so that was good. That was a good bit of advice there. Now that's obviously for people who haven't started streaming yet. So they're crossing over from not doing it to doing it, right? So for actual new streamers who are doing the streams and they want to do this content creation, and I've said it a million times already tonight, and I want to say it again: is don't be discouraged by your follower count enough to go over to these follow sites. To try and build that followage, because it doesn't work. That would be my biggest one. There's so many people I see on there all the time, daily, saying follow for follow, and it's so many. It's an unbelievable amount that are just following hundreds of pages, hundreds of different channels a day to get these hundreds of follows back. And you might as well have none. Do you know what I mean? You might as well have none. You need to push through different roads. You can't just push through these follow for follows. It just doesn't work. I know I've said it before, but that is the biggest one for me.
Absolutely. And another thing I've noticed as well is if you're posting stuff on Instagram, which I think is the worst for this, is people will start messaging you, or little groups will start messaging you going, oh, if you sign up to this promotion and we'll pay £5 a month, we'll advertise you on our Instagram page and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Got like
Everyone's had them. Yeah.
They've got like 20,000-30,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram, and you're like, no thanks. But I would
that sounds like someone who's been stung, doesn't it? Been stung with that.
Yeah, maybe, but but anyway, I would definitely say, build your own following definitely with that. Don't follow for follow, because nobody's going to come and watch you. They're just following you for that number count. And Instagram, a lot of people will message you, and even Twitter actually. I think Harris Heller actually was mentioning about this on one of his videos, where he talks about there's a set of Twitter pages, and what they do is they've got a list of people that are new streamers or new creators, and basically they'll sort of move you up the list. I can't remember whether you pay them or whatever you do, but they'll move you up the list and they'll advertise you. And again, that's just kind of like, it's just a bit unfair. You shouldn't have to pay to do it. You know what I mean? You should build your own. If people want to watch you and they want to follow you, they need to do it because they like who you are and they like your personality. They like what you're doing, and you shouldn't have to pay. You shouldn't have to get help like that. I don't think. But yeah, that's a good bit of advice. How about yourself, Saggy? What key advice, if any, have you got for anybody else that's streaming or new at streaming?
To be honest, the first advice that I learned is don't let other people let you down. Like, if someone comes into your chat and says, yo, I don't like that game, play something else, they can just leave, because I'm playing what I want, because it's my channel.
Definitely.
If they want to play that, they can play it, they can stream it themselves. But if I want to play Minecraft, I'm gonna play Minecraft. Or someone says like, oh, is this bad? You're bad at that game. Just like, leave it alone. You don't have to watch me. You can just leave. And leave me alone, because I'm having
Exactly, that's what it's about.
That's the thing is. That's what I learned at the beginning.
Absolutely, that's great advice, and I echo that as well. Definitely don't let other people bring you down, and it's kind of similar to kind of worrying what other people think. There's always going to be the occasional troll, should I say, or somebody who doesn't, who just doesn't appreciate what you're doing, and at the end of the day, they're commenting on, they're giving you publicity. They're commenting on your stuff. They're following you. They're watching you. So at the end of the day, you're winning if they're commenting bad stuff on you. Your channels. You know what I mean?
You get that. You set that algorithm off.
Yeah. Exactly. So they're adding more comments, which is giving you more, more publicity and kind of advertising you more than. It's a good thing for you, so just try and pay no attention to it. And if anything, just concentrate on your game. Other than your friends or people that are in your community that are saying nice things, just ignore them, eh? Absolutely.
Yeah, just block them out. Just block them out.
He's been waiting to do that since the start of it.
I know it.
Saggy, that's getting TikTok, don't you? That's getting used on the TikTok.
Block the haters.
What we should do, by the way, is create a TikTok for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
While we're at this stage, I'd happily have you guys on again, definitely. And it's something that, regardless who's on, As long as they've got a lot of like advice and sort of stuff that they can recommend to people like you guys have, and then I'll happily bring them on, and you guys again especially. Um, so so we should start like a little TikTok or Twitter for this podcast. I think. I don't know what you guys think, but I was thinking about actually, transforming this into a Spotify podcast as well. So just kind of audio, maybe not the best, at the minute because of this terrible microphone.
And
You
don't
guys
worry
all have.
about it, but that's a good idea.
Yeah, it is a good
You
idea.
know what I mean. Just reach out to everybody, and it's the advice that we're giving. It's the suggestions and the kind of equipment that we're using and the setups and stuff like that. And it's been a good laugh. So I'm definitely going to look into putting this into a Spotify podcast. But anyway, that was good advice. What about yourself, Shady? Have you got any key advice for new streamers or creators?
Yes, I have one key advice and then one weird one that I do for myself to kind of get me pumped. But the first thing, my first key advice is just like you said, you just get started. To add on to that, I personally do not recommend. This is just me personally. Do not recommend streaming so many days and for so many hours, like in a row, 5-7 days, 6+ hours. That's insane because you're gonna kill yourself and you're gonna burn out
It's crazy. I don't
really
know how
quick.
people do it.
I don't know how people do it either, but I've always learned that give yourself 3 days if you can, and that's why I always have like a fourth one open just in case. But I give myself 3 days, and on the off days, I tend to just just improve my streams. I watch my VODs from beginning to end. And I'm probably one of the few people that do that because I know a lot of people don't like hearing their own voice, but you got to get used to it at some point. You got to know how you hear to everyone else. You got to see how your streams look to everyone else. You got to see if there's any down moments, and would you watch yourself? Basically, is the main point. And that's what those days off give you the opportunity to do. You get to research your stuff. You get to check your VODs and see if you can make a clip out of something so you can post it on other social media, and that's why I highly recommend not streaming 5-7 days, so many hours, because you would just get burnt out on that stuff. And you want to improve and you want to give something for your viewers to look forward to. They're there. If you're there every day, they know you're going to be there every day. They can look whenever. And then and a piece of advice that I have that I do myself before my streams, try to find a way to get yourself like pumped for the stream. Get it energetic. Do a little ritual or whatever behind the scenes. So like I eat before I stream. I will eat a freaking banana and some freaking Angus beef hamburger steak. Like I'll have something to eat before I stream to get myself with energy and ready to go. Have a little ritual on the side.
That's great advice. That is actually perfect advice, because the best thing about watching, people that are really good at streaming like yourselves is the energy that they bring, and you enjoy watching them. You kind of connect with that energy. It's contagious, isn't it? So just doing things like that to help you get more energetic when you go on is really, really good. And that's great advice for myself as well. I can't wait to start until I get a camera and I can start showing that energy that I always have to other people as well. So that's fantastic. So thanks for your advice, guys. That's great. So next, before we start with the Q&A and the comments and stuff like we've had, thanks for the comments, everyone. It's really appreciated. What I want to do is I want to take a little minute. I'm really appreciative to you guys that have come on tonight. I really do appreciate it. It's fantastic, and I love you all.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, seriously, thank you for having us, bro.
So I want to take a little bit of time just to kind of promote ourselves and promote you guys and try and get yourself if anybody's interested in watching any of us or watching us stream, watching our videos and stuff like that, following us, or they want to even just see more of the same of this, then please, I'm gonna just pull up some banners of everybody's promotion. So we'll start with myself. In regards to, hang on, we'll start with YouTube. In regards to YouTube, which you can follow me pretty much everything for my Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, everything like that. It's all We Are 11306. Now you might be thinking that's a weird name. Why would you have that as your name? and to be fair, 1306 is my birthday, so we are one. What I wanted to do, and hopefully it's coming across in these kind of podcasts and anything that I'm doing is bring people together. I want an equal. I want everyone to feel welcome. I want to get everybody involved. I want to grow a community where everybody is welcome and accepted, and we're all equal and we're all helping each other. That's my passion. That's what I want to do, and hopefully that's coming across well. So that's the idea for We Are One. Obviously, that wasn't available. So
it's We Are 1111111.
As Tom kindly pointed out, it's We Are 1111306.
Only when you say it. Only when you say
Yeah,
it.
one with
Anyway,
a zero.
But anyway, hopefully that comes across well. I'll just advertise stuff, and what I'll also do is at the end of this, when the video comes out, I'll pop a link in the description below to everybody's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, everything that we use. And if you would give us a follow, that would be absolutely magnificent. I'm sure everybody would appreciate it. So we'll go with you, Tom. What you want to explain your promotion, and you want to give a promotion on your own stuff, a shout out, and go for it.
You can. I'm only in one place, single place, just on Facebook, nowhere else. So at Real Tailors on Facebook, that is it. In there, everyone's in one place there, and that's what I've done from the start, and that's probably what I'll continue to do for the foreseeable. So just in the one place right now on Facebook, guys.
A man of simple pleasures, are you? Nice
Easy
and
peasy.
simple, nice and simple. Right. Well, thanks for that. If you want to follow Tom, then if you go to Facebook, if anyone's following on Facebook at the minute, if you go to Real Tailors, I share a lot of his stuff on my page and group on Facebook, so that would be magnificent if you'd give him a follow. He streams regularly. He does a lot of Warzone. He's really good at Warzone. So if you give him a follow, you can watch him live every night, pretty much, can you?
Can indeed. From
What
8 p.m. until 10 p.m.
What kind of 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. That's brilliant, and it's just Warzone that you do, isn't it?
Just Warzone for now. Yeah.
That's great. Right. Okay. Thanks for letting us know. Right. So we'll go with you next, Saggy. Then. What
Okay.
do you want to take a minute to promote yourself? What kind of stuff do you do? What kind of stuff do you stream on, and where can people follow you?
Yeah, normally I wouldn't do that, but this is like the only time I'm gonna do it. So I mostly try to stream on Twitch, like I said, shooter games, horror games, like indie games as well. It's just like I'm a little bit busy the next weeks because I'm starting a new project with some friends. And but I also, if you want to find me, just go on Twitch. Saggy streams, the same for Instagram and TikTok. For Twitter, it's a little bit different. It's just Saggy tweets, also _tweets, pretty easy. And yeah, I would really appreciate it. And Shady, you can continue.
I'm sorry to make you feel awkward there, but anyway, if everybody could give her a follow on anything that you use, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, anything like that, TikTok. She loves TikTok. So if you could give her a follow, a like, and subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. How about yourself, Shady? What kind of stuff do you like doing? Where can people catch you?
Well, people could catch me on twitch.tv, the Shady Alpaca. My username is across the board the same everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all down there below at the Shady Alpaca. On Twitch, I play shooters. I play a variety of stuff. If my community hates me enough, I'll play a horror game. And yeah, it's just a great fun time all the time there.
Good. Guys, if any of you two play Warzone with us, we can set up a co-stream. I don't know if you downloading it. Yeah, man. Let's get a co-stream. Let's get a co-stream and run some games.
You gotta try Apex, bro. Apex is where it's at.
I tried Apex. I played a bit of Apex on the Xbox, but that was way back in season 1 or whatever. I don't know what it's up to now. Season 6 or something, is it?
It's like a 8 right now.
No, all right. Well, I've not played it in a long time. It was good.
Yeah, we gotta play.
Beat your ass.
let's run some Warzone. We'll link up after this, but we'll run some Warzone.
See, this is what I'm all about: connecting people, making friends. Look at this. This is great. Right. So yeah, if you guys follow each other, get on the Warzone or the Apex, that'd be great. So so it's things like this. This is the whole purpose of this. You know, we're connecting with and we're going to discuss this in a minute because it's one of the questions that somebody's asked. But you know, we're all from different parts of the world, and we're connecting like this. We're having a good chat. It's nice and fun. It's informative for other people, and you know that's the whole purpose of this. It's so nice to see it coming together. It's nice to see that it's working and doing what I really wanted it to do. So thanks for that. But we're going to move on. We're going to go to Q&A now. This is going to change a little bit due to the fact that this is the first podcast. We've got a lot of comments, but we don't have that many questions. So what I've been asking people as we sort of progress through the stream to keep asking questions. Get your questions in if you've got any questions or queries about how you start up or any equipment and stuff like that, then I would have been keen to sort of answer them questions. But what we'll do, because a lot of people are just commenting and not asking questions, which is great still, I'll start introducing some of the comments instead. Okay, right, we'll start with this one then. So there you go. I wanted to just show you that. So another benefit of doing this is you know, we're getting some followers, and that's fantastic. So thanks very much, Terry, for following Saggy. I'm sure she really appreciates it.
I really do.
So that's great. Right, so we'll move on. We've got Addison Harris, and this is the infamous, the man, the myth, the legend that everybody's been talking about tonight. So the guy who sort of helped everybody out here. He's commented SSG gang. So if anybody uses Discord, if anybody, especially that streams and stuff like that, or does anything and wants any advice, or wants to be part of a great community that myself, Saggy, and Shady are all in, then the small streamers gang or the SSG gang, which we'll get a link to the Discord channel in the description at the end of the video, and if you guys can send me that, because I don't know what I'm doing with this.
Gotcha.
Right, well, we'll pop it in below. It's been so helpful to me. It's been helpful to other people. That'd be fantastic. Right. Hang on. Let's just see what other comments we can get. Hang on. So, do family and friends support or not care about other channels? In my experience, it's strangers that support and care more. I think we've discussed this earlier on. One of you guys were talking about it's not your family and friends that seem to come into your streams, it's strangers. I can't remember which one of you it was. Does anybody?
I think it was all three.
I think at the beginning it's your family and friends, and after that you get more engagement from random people that are coming in and just sticking around. The family and friends are really, really amazing from at the outset, but then it starts being more people that you meet and speak to in your channel and on chat, and they come back, and they're the people that sort of stay around more so than family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree. So this is a good friend of mine, Lee. He actually does YouTube. He's one of the fan channels that I was discussing earlier as well. He does a lot of stuff about Newcastle, whether that be stuff about the owner or the predicament that we're in at the minute. He does a lot of really good videos, really informative videos. He does a lot of research. His setup's really nice. So everyone give him a follow as well. That would be great. The next one we've got is another one from Addison.
That's beard dye. That's beard dye right there. There's no two ways about it. There's no two ways about it. That is straight
beard dye.
Beard dye.
No.
Any advice?
That's $7.99 from Asda. That.
No, man. I mean, it's just no product. It's just genes, man. It's just genes. It's in the DNA. And some beard oil. Oil.
So you do use product then? You're not?
Not often. Just to keep it tame. Just to tame the beast a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've all been there. Mine's just all over the place. I don't know what mine's doing anymore.
He's a little bit set back from the camera, which makes it always look a little bit better.
He's got that great lighting underneath.
It's great lighting, isn't it?
Oh, that's brilliant. Right. So the next one for you, Saggy.
Shot tequila.
No, Addie, at the beginning it was water, but now I'm drinking Monster because I have nothing else in my room.
Oh, helps keep you awake as well.
Yeah.
Right, so
but I'm free tomorrow, so
Just on that note, is anybody drinking anything different to what they were starting with? I've got my drink again. What about you, Tom?
No.
What are you drinking now?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty disappointed that it's taken you that long to drink that one drink.
What this? Mate, just
Oh, you're refilling?
no promo alert, I promise. But there you go. Gordon's gin. What about you, Tom? What are you drinking now?
I'm not drinking anything.
You're not drinking your coffee still,
Not
no?
drinking.
You just drank his
Nah.
coffee.
My coffee was done about 40 minutes ago.
What was it? What kind of coffee?
It was just normal instant coffee. I don't know. Whatever she made me, I don't know.
What about yourself, Shady? What are you drinking?
No, I still got my water. going
Healthy.
strong.
You've got water in that flask for about 4 weeks. It's
Oh
huge.
yeah, 100%.
You don't need to refill that. You refill that with a hose pipe.
He's been following Bear Grylls, hasn't he? He's got like
Yes,
Bible
sir.
tips.
Yes,
It doubles
sir.
up. It doubles up as a bathtub. Eh?
Yeah, and a bat too. It's good to smack
And a
people
bat,
around with it.
Right. I think what we'll do with the next question is we'll change it a little bit. So the next question is my question is for Saggy. My question for Saggy would be, where do you see yourself 60 years down the road? But we'll just change that to 5
Saggy.
years down the road.
5 years. To be honest, probably probably will still be streaming. I'm actually, like I said, I'm working on a project right now. I'm trying to learn how to do drop shipping. I don't know if you heard of this before.
I
Thank you.
actually I used to
Yeah.
deal with drop shipping quite a lot. That's pretty much my
A lot
job.
of, yeah.
So, yeah, we do. I'll let you continue.
Yeah.
we dealt with a lot of drop ships and partners and stuff like that in my job up until about 2 years ago. But I'll let you carry on anyway.
Okay, yeah. I'm learning. I just started a week ago, and since that week, I've been really busy. Like, I have so many calls I have to do, but I probably see myself probably see myself somewhere in the Philippines or so, just chilling, making a little bit of money and streaming. That's what I probably see me in 5 years.
I think that's the big goal for everybody, really, who starts up, isn't it? Maybe get a bit of money on the side and just do what you enjoy doing. Just make a living out of it, which would be fantastic.
You'll maybe need to change your name to Real Saggy in 60 years.
Could the real Slim Saggy
really Saggy.
I'm gonna get you rapping one day. I promise you that. All right. Once you're a little bit more comfortable with being live, we'll get you doing it. Right. We'll move on to the next question. Right. So the next question is, what do you do when you're due to stream and summit, which means something, down in the dark forests of Nottingham, something bad happens 2 minutes before you go live. What do you do? I'll tell you what. I'll ask you, Shady. What do you think?
I mean, this is why it's important to have a Discord or a Twitter where you could let your followers know, hey, something came up. I won't be able to stream, as I normally would today. I'm going to move it for this certain day. Something came up, and 100% of the times, your followers will completely understand. That's what I do when I've had situations like that. It's happened to me before, and I've had things scheduled, and then something comes up because life happens. And I just let them know on Discord, let them know on Twitter, hey, won't be able to do it today. Sorry, guys. And we'll move it for the next one, whatever the case might be. I think that's the best thing you could do.
Absolutely. And you do actually, to be fair, feel really guilty about it, do you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
If you especially if you've actually created a schedule on Twitch or your Stream Elements or Streamlabs or whatever, and it's telling people to expect you, and then you can't make it one day, and you do feel really bad. So yeah, like you say, it's just letting people know as early as you can. Really, that's all you can really do. And any other advice? How about yourself, Saggy? Have you got any other advice for what you would normally do if something bad happened and you couldn't make it?
So if it was just delayed for a few minutes, I would just set a timer before my stream. Just normally I would have it in 4 minutes. In 4 minutes my stream starts, and I would just change it to 10 minutes or maybe just like start a little bit later. But now that I started my Discord, I always announce when I'm going live. And I do have a schedule, but sometimes I just have to cancel the stream because life gets in the way. And everyone's pretty nice about it. They say it's okay. I have some friends who are digging about it, just like, oh my god, why are you not live? And I was so sad. And like, they make me feel bad.
Yeah.
but they know I know that they don't mean it like that.
Oh well, he's disappeared. He's left. He didn't like that answer. He's just gone.
I was gonna continue.
Imagine just didn't come back. What would we do if he just didn't come back?
We're just gonna continue it.
Just talk
continue
amongst yourself. We can't see any of the next questions.
Oh yeah, we can. I can see them.
Let's fire some more out. The answer to that question is make sure nothing bad happens 2 minutes before you go live.
In a perfect world.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I mean, the best thing you could do is Discord and Twitter.
Yeah, it's easy with Facebook because you can just type it on Facebook and let them know.
Yeah, Facebook in your case, yeah.
See, the thing I'm struggling with a little bit is because I'm trying to grow a community on. You're talking Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, everything like that. It's if I've got a video coming out or if I'm streaming and I want to let everybody in my community know or if anything like that happens, I have to log it on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, everything like that. And I find that pretty hard. But I think what, the top and bottom of it really is just let people know as early as you can. And I'm sure people will understand because life does get in the way, doesn't it? So, yeah, I think that answers that question pretty much. And sorry, I just went blank there. I just had to nip to the ladies.
No worry.
That was pretty quick. That was pretty quick to be fair.
Right, so we'll go on to the next comment.
No, guys, I'm unfortunately going to have to love yous and leave yous. Something's just came up. Is that all right? Is that all right to dip out now?
Absolutely not.
Guys, it was awesome to meet you.
You
Let's link up. Let's get some games. Let's have a chat about this webcam. I'm intrigued about this webcam.
I sent it in the private chat. It's there.
Did you? Good man.
Yeah.
Good man. All right, guys. Perfect. I'll speak to you later on. All right.
Cheers. For
all right.
coming
Take
on.
care, bro.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Take care, buddy. Bye.
Need to turn it off.
Right, well, it was great to have him on. He's my brother, and that's Tom. You can catch him at Tazy Gaming on Facebook. If anybody wants to check him out, it'd be great. He's going to be co-hosting with me every night. I mean, it's great to have him on because he's managed to grow his following really fast, and he kind of inspired me a little bit when I started. To be fair, he kind of helped me get out of my shell a little bit. But we'll move on to the next question, or the comment, should I say. Bulldozer and Loudmouth Bex also had TikToks on the SSG TikTok that did really well. I have no idea what he's talking about there.
So Bulldozer and Loudmouth Bex, they're two people in the Discord, and basically we have an SSG TikTok that Addy will put clips that we put in the clip section. And Bulldozer specifically, he had a video that just did 1,000 plays from out of nowhere, and that's what he was saying, that they did very well when we were talking about TikTok and how insane it is to grow on there, how you can get a lot of people. We had random people asking what's his Twitch, and it's really good. You'll have people that will look and see if you do something funny, you post it on TikTok, they'll give you a follow.
That's brilliant, and it. I mean, I've only just started using it thanks to you, Saggy. but it is actually magnificent. I mean, the things that even if you're just posting something silly, you can just tag the right people, and so many people are going to come to you. There's so many people are going to come and check you out. You know what I mean? So it's really handy, and this brings us back to what we were talking about earlier on with. And we've spoken about quite regularly, is that you grow yourself outside of Twitch, you grow yourself outside of your streaming platform, and if you get yourself on TikTok or Twitter or Instagram and stuff like that, and you just post your key clips onto those platforms, then it brings people in. So that's the best thing, and I think that's helped me a lot because of the YouTube. I started off by posting clips of stuff that I'd done on Twitch, and obviously it wasn't that great to start with, and I have progressed a lot, I feel, since then. But just grow yourself outside, whether that be TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, anything like that. It's probably one of the biggest pieces of advice we could give you so far tonight. Well, let's get back to the next comment. I'm getting a bit lost in this actually. Where are we? Right, here we go. This is another one from Addy.
Shady's
Hello,
doo-doo
that's
TikTok is my favorite. Yeah, like I said doo-doo instead of dodo bird on a stream, and it's
To be
just
honest,
different
I said
ways.
doo-doo as well.
But he's been on me about it, but it's stuff that I tend to do on purpose. I just to create just more of an entertainment feel for it. On Apex, I say the character is Irish, and they were always on me that she's not Irish at all, and this and that. Like it's just different ways to make it fun and interactive, and just have people laughing. Really.
Oh, to be honest, Shady, the last clip you posted in the clips chat that about the fireman. You know what I'm talking
Oh yeah,
about?
yeah.
I swear to God, I laughed so hard. It was so funny.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
entire Outlast stream was just funny because I don't do horror games, and it was just a blast because I just tend to stall a lot and just start talking and talking and talking to not get scared. So it just makes for great funny things to happen on stream naturally.
Mm-hmm. Oh, to be honest, I love when we can use your redeems. Like to be honest, when I redeem something perfectly, I just clip it directly.
The perfect, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, I have a redeem, a channel point redeem. Only costs 5 channel points. So when you follow someone and they have an affiliate status, you automatically get 220 channel points. So I put a redeem as an audio that says "Hello, motherfucker" on stream when someone joins, and it only costs 5. So it gives them, they can say hi into the stream without typing it. And it's just been a common thing that I have my viewers do. Just when they pop in, that's the first thing they redeem. Always. Like Saggy's done it multiple times.
That's great. It's great to kind of hear these stories and stuff and what people have been doing and stuff like that. And what I've actually done is I've if you can see in front of you what the main comment on the stream at the minute is actually the Discord channel. So if anybody wants to get amongst it and get involved in our great little community, then by all means smash that into your Discord and follow it, and we'll happily give you advice and help you out as much as we can. Everybody's so welcoming, and no matter who you are, and as soon as you join that Discord channel, everybody's always welcome, happy to have you here and all that, and it's such a great feeling. And everybody, including these two people on the podcast with me right now, have been so helpful to me, and I'm sure they'd be the same with anybody else. But
100%. I'm glad to help anyone out. I mean, I made a whole the tip video that I did, helping people out.
that's because of me. Because in every stream of Addie's, like the first one I've joined him, I always redeemed a fart sound, and he always knew that. Like he heard a fart, like, oh, that's Saggy. I always join. Like sometimes I'm like the first one, just redeem it. He's just, oh, hi, Saggy.
That's brilliant. I just thought I'd put that on there because it was funny. But yeah, anyway, on Twitch, if you follow Twitch or you use Twitch and you're following anyone else, if you follow them for a while and you're part of the community or whatever, or even if you just commented and you've been commenting them for a little while, after you've sort of spoken to people on Twitch and you followed them, or you've commented on their streams, or you've liked their streams or whatever like that, you get points. The longer the more you interact with somebody when they're streaming, you get points, and you can do things like this. You can redeem stuff, or you can spend money or points and get them to do funny things. And I only noticed that for the first time when I was, Call in the Discord chat.
Oh,
well, yeah, he's the person that invited me to the Discord, and a massive shout out to him. It's Call the Emulator. He's on Twitch and he's absolutely amazing. He streams the kind of games that I stream. So he's talking sort of RPG, JRPG games, and he's such a down to earth, really really nice bloke. And I think one of the first one of the first people I'd ever seen on Twitch, when I just started, is him, and he was doing Crash Bandicoot and in Tales of Vesperia. So I was in there just trying to get a feel for what it was like and how you sort of communicate with people and stuff like that, and whether he would actually speak to me. You know what I mean? I was, and I was having a chat with him while he was doing his stream. He was just such a great bloke, and I actually redeemed was it a posture check or a hydration, something like that. But anyway, he started actually doing it on the stream, and I thought that's so cool. That's so cool. Like you can do that, and people actually do it on this while they're streaming. I thought that was brilliant. But anyway, it's really entertaining if anybody wants to go and actually, if you're not following Twitch or you don't use Twitch as it is. Again, there's links in the description, or there's links scrolling down the bottom of the screen. If you want to catch some really entertaining people doing it, then these two are, are the best people to go and check out. It's so entertaining to watch. Even if you don't really like gaming, I suppose it's great just to watch people, have a chat with someone, especially in these times. Have a chat with someone and and just watch them doing entertaining stuff. It's not all about the games, but the games are great as well. But we'll move on to the next comment, which was, do you find it easier to grow? I think I'm not sure how to deliver this as a question, but do you find it easier to grow as a woman? I've seen some god-awful streams from women with cleavages out and full of middle-aged men gifting and being thirsty. I don't think that's a really appropriate question, but if you're happy answering it, then
Yeah, no, I don't. The thing is, like, it's always different for everyone. There's some women or girls who do stream with cleavage and like, for every sub I write my name on my body, blah blah blah. I actually don't like to do that because I just don't like it because I do have younger and older viewers, so it just doesn't fit for me. And the question is about is it easier to grow? It's just, I feel like it's kind of easier, but it's harder for people to stay. That's the thing. Like, people think, oh, as a woman, you have way more follower and way quicker. But it's just about who's going to stay. That's the thing.
This question kind of brings me on to, I'm sure you guys know who she is, but that Pokemon,
Pokemon.
The female streamer. She did a TikTok the other day, or was it a YouTube video? But anyway, she was talking about how she got in a taxi, and the taxi driver was trying to ask for a number and stuff because she's obviously an attractive lady. But and she said that this is kind of relevant to what she was saying in the video anyway. But she was saying that just because she's a woman doesn't make it easier for her to grow. But she's been in situations like that before. And Kat Liente? I can't remember. Is that a name? Have any of you two heard of her before? She's on TikTok and Twitch, but she's quite a big TikToker and Twitcher. And she talks about stuff like that as well. But yeah, that's good to know. Just to let you know, guys, I've had a couple of messages from friends of mine that might be watching this right now that have just become members of the Discord gang. So that's pretty exciting, isn't it? So this is what I mean, and this is the first one, and I hope I'm coming across excited about it as I feel that I am. But it's just things like we're connecting with different people, we're connecting with each other. I'm sure you two are a lot more comfortable now than you were at the start of the stream, and we're getting to know each other a lot better, and we're giving advice, we're giving friendly advice to people, and there's plenty of people watching that I feel are getting value from it, and I'm super excited about how this is going to progress. I've never had a problem with speaking to people, and people like you who have helped me out. I just, I want to help you guys as much as I want to help everybody else and that follow us or watch us and stuff like that. And I'm very proud about how this has gone. So that's great. And the fact that other people are joining us now, just from what's happening on this stream, it's just great, isn't it? I love it.
It is.
Yeah.
Can I be honest? I'm actually, like, in real life, I'm very introvert. Like, I don't talk to people a lot. Like, I don't feel comfortable, but when I'm streaming, I'm just gonna open up.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. But yeah. Sorry.
You can finish off.
Okay. And I just had an advice in my head. If you're a guy, please stop like bullying girls in games. That's what I just I hear like trash talkers like because it's a girl, and they just bring out the lame ass go back to the kitchen joke and
Yeah.
just that.
I mean,
please
that's going back to that question. I mean, it's kind of hard to grow. Like it's
Yeah.
easy, but it's also hard for women to grow on Twitch because
Yeah.
they're the one that they get
It's all
hit
the hate.
with mean comments all the time.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's
And I'll be
insane.
honest, if some guy comes with a kitchen joke, just like go make me a sandwich. Just hit him with a you don't know how to make your own sandwich. Just hit it back.
I don't know how to make my own sandwich. That's a good point. Well, do you put the ham in before the bread or what? What do you do? Right. Anyway, that's fun. Thanks for answering that, Saggy. I appreciate that. But the next comment is from Addy again. It's doo-doo. So we've spoken about that already. I'm going to get you on on another one of the shows, Addy, if that's all right. That'll be appreciated.
You don't need his permission. He destroys.
So this next one is where is the lad to the right to? He's talking about you, Shady. It sounds like he's from Midland.
No.
It sounds like Nottingham.
he was talking about your brother. It has to be.
Oh, right.
It has to be.
well. Anyway, Lee, or Blunt Ted, that was my brother. If you're on about the lad to the right of me, that was my brother. He's from the same place as me. Well, I was born in Newcastle, but I moved down south to Lincoln, and I've spoken to you about that before. That's where my accent comes from. It's kind of in the same place to Nottingham. Literally, I used to go to Nottingham all the time. So, same place you're from. Tom is from the same place, but he was born there as well. If you're talking about Shady, where do you come from, mate? Whereabouts are you from?
Well, my family is they're Cuban, so Latin. But I was born in the States. In Florida, to be exact.
That's amazing. I've actually got I've got an auntie in Florida. Actually, I've got an uncle that he's from the UK, but he actually moved to North Carolina. So he's up. He was up there for a while as well. So I've got quite a few family members that I've never been up there, and I've always wanted to go. I mean, hopefully, when we can start going on holidays again, that'll be somewhere that my wife is actually from Japan, so I've got she's Japanese. She's well, should I say her mum's Japanese? Sorry, and she's they're from Osaka, which is really cool. And I've always been into. I'm not sure if you've seen my streams, but like Japanese RPG stuff and anime.
Yeah, yeah.
I like watching my anime, and the Japanese culture is just magnificent. So
it is. It honestly is.
To meet someone that was from there, and she actually works with me. And to meet her at work and connect and finally the rest it's just great. So yeah, people from all over the world. That's another reason I wanted to start this. You know what I mean? To connect people and get people together. So that's a great question, Ted. We'll move on to the next one. I have a question. This is again from Addy. Do you find the time zone you're in affects how you stream or what time you stream? So we'll start with.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with you, Shady.
Me 100%, because one of my viewers, he's all the way in Italy, and by the time I stream, it's 11 p.m. for him. Sometimes, yeah, they're already asleep. Even you, Saggy, as well. Like you'll come in and it's like, I'm going to bed because it's just so late. So it's the difference in time zones. So yeah, it is hard to find out what times. Since I work a full-time job, I can't really stream when I personally want to, because I would prefer to stream midday, like noon time for me. It's the best time. It's daytime for everyone on the other side of the world still, and it's a decent time for here on the United States side of everything as well. But it is difficult. And it's kind of hard to plan like little events with your community, especially since you have to think about everyone else in the time zones. You don't want to have it to be too late for them, but also not too early for you, in a way.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I feel like most of the people, say in our Discord or most of my following, they're all kind of in a similar place to me. But I think I would prefer to reach out further and speak to people like yourselves and one of the main things I think about promoting your. Sorry, can you hear me? Can you
Yeah.
hear me better now?
Mhm.
Right. Sorry. Right. Well, one of the main things I think about when you're promoting your streams or what schedules you're on and stuff is making sure you set the time zone and making sure you let other people know that might be following you or that are used to following you from different times. And there's another guy actually that's in our Discord. His name's was it Cheese? What was his name?
Cheesehead.
Cheesehead. That's the one. Sorry, I was thinking of cheesecake for some reason. Cheesehead.
Oh, I love cheesecake.
He's a regular
Yeah.
streamer on Twitch, and I've become really good friends with him. I watch him; he watches me. He's really sound. He's from the US as well. We always have a good chat, but just making sure that you kind of include your time zone and stuff when you publicizing, well, you're advertising your streams and stuff is
Yes.
definitely a key piece of advice. How about yourself, Saggy? Have you got any issues with your time zone, or how do you think it comes into effect with your stream and what time you stream and stuff?
I do have some problems because most of my followers are from either America, like America, Canada, or like the Asian part or Australia. So I do have some German, Swiss viewers, but because I mostly stream in English, I do have Americans, Australians. I even have some from Thailand, and I just try to stream like now I try to stream a little bit earlier, but because of the time I can stream, like I have a limit at the evening. Normally I would have went off like 2 hours ago. So it's yeah, normally I would just stream like a few hours till 10 p.m. CET, and in Australia it's already like 3 a.m. for them. So I noticed that if I'm streaming, like a big part can't watch me. But the thing is, if I stream too early, they like if I stream at 11 a.m. for me, it's like already 5 p.m. for them, and in America it's like I don't know what.
We're
I
just
don't
waking
know.
up.
Yeah, it's like maybe like
I'm
5
heading
or
to
6
work.
a.m. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's pretty hard for me. So I try to stream between like 5 and 8 till 10 p.m. So like almost like everyone can join. And I once did a 12-hour stream and I noticed like those different time periods, like different people joined. So I noticed like, oh, he's normally never in my stream because he lives in Australia. Oh, there's Carl with me at 10 a.m. in the morning. And then you have Addy who joins like late in the night, like a little bit before I end my stream. And it's just like, it's actually really hard, but I kind of want to move on. Like when I finish my job, if I'm done with everything, I kind of want to move somewhere where I have like the most viewers, like America, or I don't know exactly. Just like try to move into that time zone.
They're pretty big aspirations, aren't they? Like pretty big ambitions to move away.
Mhm.
And I suppose that kind of describes how you feel about your following and how much they mean to us. You know what I mean? How much they mean to you is the fact that you'd be willing just to benefit them to move somewhere else, which is amazing. And I hope that helps explain and really reveal how much anybody who subscribes, anybody who follows us, anybody who reacts or comments or anything gets involved with us. It just does we really appreciate it, and we do love you to bits. So thanks very much for answering that question. We've got a few more. I'm not sure how you guys are for time, but if you're happy to
It's
continue
fine.
on, you sure? Right.
Yeah.
What time is it over there, Saggy?
It's 20 past midnight.
Yeah. Oh, you've actually passed us. It's 20 past 11 here.
Yeah, I'm like an hour before you and like
Yeah.
6 hours from Shady. I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Shaggy? What time? Saggy, sorry. What time are you?
Shady.
It's 7:20 right now. 7:21.
Yeah.
So 20
Oh,
past
like
7.
6 hours, yeah.
In the afternoon or in the morning?
Yeah, afternoon. Not in the morning. No, in the morning. I wouldn't be here. It was that early in the morning.
Yeah.
Right, we've got another question then. It's another one from Addy. It's another question: how has Shady gone this long without taking a sip of anything? If he is a real human, he should take a sip approximately every 6 minutes. In other words, what are you, Shady?
I am a human. I am a real human. I am. I drank a sip of my water. I'm good. I'm human.
That just reminds me of the real Slim Shady, though, does it not? You?
Yep, exactly.
The real Shady, please stand up. Right, he's actually put this next,
Nor has he blinked.
and then this next.
I'm hacking onto his cam.
This is getting scary now. This is getting a bit deep.
Yeah, no. You gotta watch out with him. He's a little sketchy sometimes.
Right, so
More shady than me.
We'll move on to another comment, which I think is important. It's TikTok is weird. I have 60,000 followers and millions of views, but can't transfer them into YouTube subs. It's very annoying. Anybody have any thoughts on that?
I mean,
First of all,
it's not always gonna be easy at first. It's not. I mean, before, okay, I watch a lot of Harris Heller, but I don't even follow him on Twitch. You know, it takes a lot to get someone to follow you on Twitch or YouTube or whatever the case that you're doing. You know, but I mean, the only thing I could recommend is just keep pushing, like, you know, either the beginning of the video, middle, or at the end. Any of those points, do a quick little plug. Hey, follow, sub to me on YouTube for more content like this, stuff like that. Those little things, just keep doing it, and you'll get it gradually. You're not gonna get all 60K people following you right then and there and sub. You know,
yeah, it just takes time.
It just takes time. Especially, I mean, I could just say it from personal experience. There are people that I watch on YouTube for a while before I end up subbing to them. You know, if I feel like they bring me valuable content, I will sub to them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and the fact of the matter is, really, they're completely different formats and platforms, aren't there? Like TikTok is more for funny or like imaginative stuff, but that's really short clips, and you could do different stuff on TikTok to what you do on YouTube. So YouTube, for example, if I'm talking about Blunt TED Talks, he does a lot of Newcastle football club related stuff. So his stuff's really all about sort of Newcastle and about the ownership or the management, and he has a lot of great sort of research in it, and the videos are really informative, but it might be a lot different to what he's doing on TikTok. He might have TikTok videos that are all about transitional stuff or all about his family or stuff like that. So it might just be a different kind of following that he has. So if you're the same, then fair enough if all this stuff's the same. But the thing about TikTok is it's all short and snappy videos.
Mm-hmm.
So you're literally pulling all the best bits out of the good content that you're using. So they might just enjoy you for your short, snappy stuff. They might not even have YouTube. In all fairness, they might not use YouTube or have an account with YouTube. So they just might not. They just might not be able to follow on YouTube. So it will be hard. And do you have any different sort of thoughts on that, Saggy? Or
no, actually, it just takes time, because I know I watch a lot of Dream SMP members, just like Dream, Tommy and Ed, stuff like that. And I just noticed I wasn't following them. I just noticed that they were just always in my recommended, and that's why I watched them, and I never actually followed them. And so it just takes time.
Absolutely, yeah. I suppose one of the biggest pieces of advice and sort of stuff for the whole of the night really is it does take time. Everybody started somewhere. Everybody started with 0 followers, and at one point nobody knew who any of us were. So it's all about just starting, and that's really exciting to me. I think. I think the fact that we've all started with nothing, and you've got to grow your own community. You've got to market yourself. You've got to promote yourself, and you've got to make friends and build your own. This point in our journey is the best because we're getting to communicate with people. Like everyone was saying earlier on, when you're a big streamer or a big creator, it's really hard to communicate with people that are in your chat or your community because there's so many people commenting. So this is the best bit for us. We can sit and we can talk and we can communicate. connect with people and stuff like that, and we can take that little bit of extra time doing such. Whereas you can't when you're a big streamer because it's just too many people doing it. So to take this time to just appreciate that you're making friends, you're building a community, you're connecting with people. I think that's really really important as well.
Yeah, that's why I like to watch more smaller streamers instead of big ones, just like because I can talk to them way more.
Or
Just like in
interaction.
big chats, you just see your chat like it's already been through, and like when you go into small streamer chat, you just see like your name like for a few minutes, and then they're just gonna answer you, and they're like, "Oh my god, they noticed."
Does it not? It gives you a little bit of excitement as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course.
I still get that fuzzy feeling. Like, for example, I'm into your stream, Saggy, and I'm sat and I comment. I'll just quietly listen before you comment back to me, and I'm like, "Oh, that's amazing! She did it." And it's so exciting. It gives me a little bit of a bit of excitement. I love it. And this kind of brings us on to the next question as well, which is Twitter has been more successful. I don't know, because Twitter there's loads of I'm finding Twitter really hard to build on, to develop in, because a lot of my followers, I mean, I've got a fair few followers. I don't have thousands or anything, but I've got a fair few followers on Twitter before I started this little journey. And to be fair, they're all followers that I've made through football content or soccer content or just sort of fan stuff and posting stuff that my thoughts on how the games have gone and stuff like that. But now I've started this gaming, which is predominantly a gaming channel. There's not a lot of people that are into football that are into gaming. You know what I mean? It's a completely different niche, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you starting from zero, even if you've got a high amount of followers on Twitter, it doesn't mean they're all going to want to follow you. For example, I've only so far managed to get up to 22, 23 followers on Twitter, and I'm posting stuff regularly. But what I'm trying to do is keep it more not just about me and promoting myself, but more about kind of a page for sharing stuff that's related to what I do or other people's stuff and stuff like that. But I'm finding it really difficult. I don't know about any of you guys. Do you use Twitter, and how are you finding it to promote yourselves?
Shady, you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been bad with Twitter, even with my personal one and my Shady one. I don't have many followers on there as well. I have about 20 some as well, but I rarely tweet on it because it's just a whole different platform that I haven't gotten used to yet. I don't know what gets you more followers. I don't know what gets it going, What I did happen to me the other day though is I played a match of Apex and won it with some randoms. And then I'm just there on my phone. I'm like, let me check Twitter real quick because I don't have my notifications on or anything like that. And I see a notification, someone replying to me on a tweet that is saying, "Hey, are you the one that I played Apex with and we got a win?" And I got a follow from them, So it's like, it's kind of weird to grow on Twitter. Sports stuff, I know does great on Twitter. That kind of news breaking things does amazing on Twitter. When it comes to content, it's a little different. So I mean, that's what I gotta say. I gotta use Twitter more, but yeah.
I completely agree. I mean, like you say, the news breaking stuff and the articles and stuff like that, they do really well. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of big kind of Twitter channels that always post stuff about gaming. Like, you're talking whatever game that you follow, there's always some big Twitter channel that's doing it all the time, and a lot of people are probably following them, and they don't really need to follow anyone else for news and stuff like that. Especially as really, if we're being honest, our Twitter channels are kind of for promoting ourselves. So we're not going to post stuff about other stuff as regularly, are we? So how about yourself, Saggy? Have you got any? Do you use Twitter a lot? Have you got any advice for people wanting more success on Twitter?
To be honest, I don't use Twitter a lot. I've tried it, but it's just like not my platform. I just don't know what to tweet. That's the first thing. And I mostly use my Discord now, so I'm kind of going like through Twitter like once or twice in a month, but like not more. Yeah, it's just I don't know how to grow on it. Like, I don't know how people do it. It's just like mostly people follow your Twitter because they saw it like on Instagram or on your Twitch, like, oh, follow my Twitter, I tweet there, blah 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 blah, and I use other platforms for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think it's hard for on Twitter, and especially if you've got so many other things that you regularly creating or commenting or promoting yourself on. It's hard. Twitter really hard, I feel.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll move on to the next question. I'll bring this up quickly because it's relevant to a question that we've had already. I'm gonna have to be right back though because I need the toilet, so I'll be 2 seconds. It's this gin.
Alright.
It's this gin and juice. I'm gonna pop myself in. Not ready. If you guys can discuss this, then I'll leave you to it. Just bear with me 2 seconds.
Don't worry. I didn't mean to get any offense to that. All women do it, but there's definitely a lot of women that use different strategies to keep people watching. This takes away from the work real creators do.
Yeah, talking about the growth for
Yeah.
women. There are women on Twitch that take the easy route and just show
their
as much as they can within the terms of service,
Yeah.
and they'll know they'll get people to gift and send money just because of the way they're dressed.
Yeah, it's
Like
just
it's
most when they do it, they just do it because of money.
yeah,
Just like
basically.
that's why I'm not gonna do it because I don't want the money. That's why I get so excited when I get donations because I actually don't want people to donate me. But yeah, that's why I'm just like trying. Mostly I'm in like hoodies or like sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Today's a little bit different because I had a meeting earlier, but I didn't want to change.
Well, I'm sure we're all in agreement that you look magnificent. So,
100%.
100%, yeah. Anyway, we'll sorry about that. I just had to nip to the
No
ladies again.
worries.
It's this devil gin and juice. But anyway, thanks for your comment, Untitled Talks, mate. Appreciate you. And like, as I said before, if everybody can follow him as well on YouTube, he does a lot of really good stuff, really informative stuff on YouTube. He's great on Twitter as well. Follow him; that'd be amazing. We're going to bring in another really close friend of mine right now. I work with him. He's got he streams regularly on Twitch. He's actually reached milestones himself, and that's the person who's just actually registered with the Discord that we use.
Yeah, I saw.
Wait,
Ginger Hulk, mate. Ginger Hulk. He's great. He does a lot of different stuff on Twitch. He's reached, like I say, a couple of milestones himself. He's got a lot more followers than me, like that's for sure. But he streams regularly with, I think, Call of Duty. He does FIFA, but he also does things like Farming Simulator and stuff like that. Different stuff.
That game's fun.
And,
That game is so fun.
You know what? I've never heard of it before. I actually watched him do it, and it does look really fun.
It's just a very relaxing game to play when you just had a long day period and you're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna farm. Just go do something and just get immersed and just all right, let's see. I gotta harvest some crops and I gotta turn the soil, I gotta do this and that. Like it's a nice getaway for a little bit.
It kind of reminds me it kind of reminds me of games that you used to play when I was younger, such as like Theme Hospital or Theme Park. Does anybody remember those games?
Yeah.
Heyday. Do you
How
remember
amazing was it?
Heyday?
Oh, Heyday,
Which one?
yeah.
Heyday, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just building your own sort of like imaginary world. It's just it's so exciting, isn't it? And you know you can really start from nothing. I just changed this banner. Just bear with me 2 seconds. You start from nothing, and you know you build your way up. You get more money and stuff like that. I think it's so fun. And that farming simulator seems like a kind of game I probably would enjoy, so I might give it a go. But anyway, hi Ginger Hulk, mate. How you doing? If anybody's on Twitch and wants to give this boy a follow, he's great at what he does. Great at communicating with people in the chat. He's actually got a funny robot that actually speaks everything you comment. So it reads everything out to him, and I have such a laugh with it because it does read some of the stuff that you say properly so far.
Yeah. I have the same thing. I have the same thing before just my subs. But like when someone subs or donates bits, I have it for that. I don't have it all the way to the extent of the chat because It could get wild.
Yeah, I had that for my chat, and I just noticed it's going to speak everything, like their names, like all my commands, and I'm like, oh shit, I need to stop that. So I'll just have it for my donations. It's just gonna speak out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I just hear the sound and it's like, oh shit, they said something. I have to go into my dashboard, read it like manually, and just like,
Yeah.
shit.
It's so funny. It makes me giggle, like really does. But we'll move on to the next comment. Good to have you in, Ginger Hulk, mate. Right, let's have a look. Where are we at? No, the lad on the left. Is he talking about me? Right. No,
Oh,
it
that
was the
was
lad.
about your brother.
No,
because
yeah,
of
it
the
was
accent.
the accent.
Right, that's great.
What
Right,
was that?
so it's just pretty much said what I said earlier. It makes sense. Lincoln, similar accent. Monmouth, Scotland. We've got Monmouth, Scotland, which is Scotland is. Hang on. Scotland is where Ginger Hulk's from. As I said, I live in Scotland in a place called Dundee. That's where he's from as well. So up the Scotland, he's saying. Hang on, let's 2 seconds. Right. The next one is I missed the first 10 minutes of the stream, so probably missed the introductions. So we'll just go again. I don't want to waste anyone else's time, but I'm Alex. I'm part of I'm the only person at We Are 11306. Stream regularly across Twitter, Monday, Tuesday, Friday. I'm trying to do it at the minute, and that's at about 8 p.m. 9 p.m. UK time. I also have a YouTube channel, We Are 11306, which probably a lot of you are watching on this now. I'll leave some of the links to my platforms in the description below after the video's been created. Shady, take it away, bud.
Yeah, I'm the Shady Alpaca, also known as Shady. And I mainly stream on Twitch Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Thanks very much, buddy. And what about you, Saggy? Where can we catch you?
Hi, I'm Saggy from the Twitch channel Saggy Stream. I stream from Tuesday to Friday. I try to stream from like around 5 till 10 p.m. CET. And I'm from Switzerland, but maybe you can hear it on my Swiss accent sometimes. I try to speak more of a British American accent, but if I'm like very confused, you just can hear my Swiss accent.
Yeah. And she's always confused.
True.
Always.
Yeah.
We
Always.
love you to bits. We appreciate you anyway. But as I'm saying, if everybody can just point to the below for me right now. Throughout the whole stream and the video, when it's created, you can catch all of our links to Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, anything like that in the blue, lovely looking, I might add, banner that scrolls across. So if you're interested in following us, which we'd really appreciate, then please do so. But we'll move on to the next one. This is an actual question, this one. I have a question. What's the best way to gain viewers? And that's quite a hard question, isn't it? But I think we've covered a lot of it in the stream so far. Now, I'll not talk about it because I don't really have that many followers to talk about, but I'll go with you first, Saggy. What if you were to try and give advice on the best way to gain followers, what would you give?
Just be yourself. Don't try to be someone else, first off, and just try to interact with your chat as much as you can, even if no one's in there. Just try to speak about the game, what you like about it, and maybe someone will answer you. And if no one's going to answer, you're just gonna keep on going.
100%.
Magnificent. I completely agree. How about yourself, Shady? Have you got any advice for gaining followers, or how have you managed to gain the following you have?
I mean, it's to echo same thing as Saggy said, and also what we spoke of earlier is to grow outside of Twitch or whatever platform you are currently streaming from. It's the best way. You could get followers that way, but to gain viewers tends to be a little bit harder. But yeah, just like she said, be yourself and just talk. Really, I know sometimes it can be hard to talk, but you gotta just talk and talk. And the way I tend to do it is, or think of it, is when you're playing a game, you have that internal dialogue you have with yourself, like, oh, I'm gonna go this path, and do this and do that. Oh, I'm gonna get this guy. Instead of thinking it, say it out loud. You know,
Yeah.
say it out loud so that way, even if you have people lurking, because you will have people lurking, if you say something about a game, say whatever, something funny, and they'll hear it, or a call to action even. If you tell them like, oh, I really like this game a lot. What do you guys think of it? If no one answers, you move on. Move on to the next thing. But you'll have some people that will answer. And that's the best way you can gain your viewers to really stick by. And yeah, just be yourself. Try to be as entertaining as possible, whether that be with your own personality, or if you're a beast at a game, you know, you go all in and you're like a pro at a game, you can just show them, you know, you can show them.
Absolutely.
Having some problems.
You know what? You know what it is. I was trying to move my face from that stupid StreamYard overlay thing. So I was trying to get you two nice and neatly on the right hand side, and then me just on the left hand side, but it didn't work. So we'll just stick with what it is. You're probably best not seeing my face anyway. Yeah.
You actually
No, you
removed
can
it
see this.
earlier. I
Lockdown
don't know
growth.
what you did,
What about this? Is that any good? Is that good for you?
but I can
Look at that.
move.
Oh, my camera is out of focus. There you
No,
go.
mine's
Right.
fine. Mine's fine.
Look at that. Well, that's actually pretty good. I might have to take these off. Like, I hate wearing these on camera. You know what it is, right? God's honest truth. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear these on stream because I'm so self-conscious about it. Like,
I
wearing
just noticed.
And
we all had glasses.
I was, yeah, I know. I just noticed that too. But I mean, you can see my ring light in my glasses at a certain, yeah. At a certain point, I'm just whatever.
Sometimes it's just too bright. I have to wear them.
Yeah, she's done it again.
Like mid stream, I was playing Valorant, and they're like flashes from different agents, and
Yeah.
I just noticed, oh shit, I just need to wear them. I wore them like for a few rounds, and they helped me because it was so bright.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, if I was to talk about gaining viewers, I think you both really talked about it. Be yourself and stuff like that. And as you probably noticed, I'm quite a chatty person, and what I also like doing is just getting people involved. So my first few streams, and what helps me, even though I don't have a massive following, and obviously we'll get there eventually, but what advice I would give is get other people involved as well. If you're playing a game where you've got options, get other people to make the options for you, make the choices for you. So, for example, in Tony, I was playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Remastered, and that was probably the most people I've had following me at once. To be fair, I had a lot of people in there. I was making them make the decisions for me instead of me doing it. So, like, what kind of skateboard does he have? What kind of clothes does he wear? What kind of facial hair and stuff like that does he wear? Or Crash Bandicoot. In Crash Bandicoot 4, you can actually choose the character that you're using, what they're wearing, what they look like, and stuff like that. And I was getting other people to come in and do it for me as well. So that was quite interesting, considering I don't have a camera. But yeah, like you say, be yourself. If also don't worry about what other people want to watch, like game wise, because a lot of people aren't in there for the game. They're in there for the friends they're making, or the fact that they're chatting with people and connecting with people. And if you're getting them involved and you're speaking to them, it doesn't really matter what you're playing. If you're enjoying doing it, then it's going to rub off on other people, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's another great bit of advice for you. So we've got another question. Just let me know, guys, if you're running out of time, because it's getting late here. So I wonder what, I can only imagine what time it is over there. But anyway, we've got another mention from a comment from Blunt TED Talks. He said, "Fair point. My TikTok is just funny videos rather than a sport, and trying to transition the YouTube into more of a range of stuff." And challenges and stuff like that. But that's exactly the point that I was trying to make. And that's probably the same for everybody who uses TikTok, if I'm being honest. It's funny videos and short little clips and transitions and stuff like that. That as long as you're putting a few tags and stuff like that in them, a lot of people are going to see them and a lot of people are going to like them. So it doesn't have to be relevant whatsoever to what you're really interested in or what you're really trying to do on YouTube or anything like you're streaming off or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, and keeping like the content in what you're doing very similar, because what you don't want to happen is you stream a MOBA and then you get a bunch of followers that day who like watching MOBAs, and then next thing you know, the next stream you do, you're playing a shooter, and then you're not gonna have that same audience there because they're looking for one type of content. So I mean, the what I would say about that is, yeah, if you're doing funny videos on TikTok, keep doing it, and then have your YouTube channel for sports, and then what a lot of people do is make another channel with one specific type of content. You won't really see a lot of YouTube channels doing a wide variety of things because of the way the algorithm works. So just keep it, if you keep it separate, one channel for each individual type of content, you could start building up a lot more followers that way.
Absolutely. And that's a big word as well, isn't it? A niche, creating a niche.
Yeah.
And your niche is basically, a group of people that like the kind of thing that you do, or you're developing a certain kind of content, whether that be sport or food or, gaming or anything like that. But try and keep all of your content the same as the same as that. And then everybody who comes to your channel, they like that kind of content, so they're going to stick with it. They're going to watch your stuff, and they're going to share it with other people. They're going to bring more people to your channel. So develop your own niche. And I suppose this is what I've been guilty of since I've started. But I'll just move that camera. But the thing is, I've been trying to test the waters and stuff, and see what people like, and see how many views I get on certain things, and I reckon that would be a lot of what people do. What a lot of people do when they first start. But eventually, you're going to have to create your own niche. You're going to have to create a content that you really enjoy doing yourself, that you're good at, that you can create great content with, but it's all similar. So, for example, for us that like streaming and stuff, we're good at games. We like gaming. We enjoy gaming. Our community that follow us on Twitch love gaming. So try and keep your content all about gaming. If you enjoy your sport, keep your content about sport. I'm not trying to say change what you're doing on TikTok, because it's obviously working if you've got that many followers, but they're not going to join you if you're doing funny stuff on TikTok. They're not going to follow you for your serious sports stuff. You know what I mean, on YouTube. But they also might not have YouTube. But it's all about creating that niche and creating that kind of specific content that it's similar to everything you're doing, because that's what people are following you for, isn't it? How about you, Saggy? Have you got any advice on that?
Sorry, I was just like zoning out for a second. Yeah, actually, I'm like trying to do the same. Like, just trying to think of ideas of what I can post on my YouTube in the future. And I think if you want to do something different than you normally do, I would do a separate channel for that. But if you post a video about like a game you played on stream, or like rate something, it's just better if you try to separate them. Actually, I need to apologize. I need to go pee so bad. So I'll be right back.
I'm surprised that it's taken other people this long when I've been about 4 times. That's great. Right. Well, it's great to hear, and again, we're giving people advice, which is what this is all about, really. We're going to go with Blunt TED Talks again next. Yeah, less than a year I've been on both YouTube and TikTok. 614 subs on YouTube, 60k on TikTok. So it made yesterday feel slow. No, YouTube feels slow. Both started at the same time. So again, this is your niche. The thing, if I'm giving you advice, Ted, is that on YouTube, a lot of people are doing the same kind of stuff as you. So I know you're really informative, your content's great, and people should definitely check you out. But you're doing the same stuff as a lot of other people that already have big followings do. So maybe try and switch it up. Or I know you've given me a lot of advice on my YouTube stuff, so I don't probably have that much to advise you on. But if you're finding it hard to grow, I would just say keep going, keep doing what you're doing. You've got 614 subs. That's still massive. I'm guessing a lot of people watch your stuff, and myself included. So the stuff you're doing is great. Just keep at it. Try and always improve what you're doing, and just don't focus on it too much, because that's another bit of advice I would give anyone else is don't focus on your following or your subscribers so much at this stage. Just continually improve and continually focus on improving, whether that be equipment, whether that be your knowledge, whether that be constantly finding out new ways of making stuff better, making your content or your clips or your streams better. And I'm sure Shady will agree with me when he's saying since he started, he's invested a lot of time and probably money on improving his equipment, improving the way he's connecting with people, improving his streams and stuff like that. And that, just keep doing that, and you're going to continuously get better, and you're going to get more followers. And this is a big piece of advice from that Harris Heller as well. He's always saying, and people like Think Media that I follow as well, that you always start somewhere. Your following it doesn't happen straight away. So as long as you're improving every day, as long as every single time you produce and release a video or stream, it's better than the last one, then more people are going to notice that and they're going to come in. So do you have any advice for that, Shady?
I mean, well, on the topic of like why you have more followers on TikTok than YouTube, is because they're both different. Their discoverability is different. I don't know what TikTok does that gets massive followings out of nowhere, but they're doing something there, some black magic over there. But the fact that you have 614 subs on YouTube is amazing, because all you have to do really at that point is just keep pushing your videos and be consistent with them, and research what the YouTube algorithm likes. What's the best time to upload? There's a specific time to upload and everything. Like, it's crazy to have your profile get more into people's recommended feed, especially people who watch sports. There's a lot of people that watch sports and just watch the news on the sports of the day. So if you could do daily videos, if it's possible, amazing. Or if you could do a weekly video, one video recapping on the week news, that's also great. And finding out the different algorithms that help. That's why it kind of feels slow on YouTube. It's just the discoverability on TikTok. TikTok is just out of this world.
Oh, absolutely, completely agree. And I've been researching a lot on YouTube algorithm, and the thing with TikTok is that all short videos. You can't really get long videos on TikTok, can you? So the thing with TikTok as well is when you go on the TikTok homepage, there's always the video pops up straight away. And if you scroll down, you have to keep scrolling down, and no matter whether you're watching a video for a second or like the whole thing, it's going to show as an extra view, isn't it? So people always, if you're just scrolling through it, they'll just pop up, and yours will eventually pop up. So it's a great way to get viewers. And I think, to be fair, keep doing what you're doing on TikTok, because it's obviously working. But what I do on TikTok, whether you take this advice or not, is I always, no matter what, whether it's a funny video or anything like that, is I always put a link to my YouTube and stuff in there. So I don't always a lot of my stuff is family orientated, or it's just funny random stuff that I do. But I'll always, no matter what, put a link to my YouTube. Like, even if it's not related, I'll put a link to my YouTube. So maybe try that. How about yourself, Saggy? Do you have any advice? Hang on, let's just check the question again, because we're getting lost. So Blunt TED Talks. He's been on.
I was sorry to interrupt, but I was just like listening because I
wireless headphones there.
Yeah. So about that with TikTok, it's working like that. Like, the more comments, likes, and views you get, the more your video gets boosted to other people's For You pages.
Hashtag For You page.
Yeah, that's what I do as well. And sometimes someone just comments, "Oh, your videos on the For You page," and that's a good sign, because then more people will see it. So yeah, I think
great bits of advice as well, because I think both of you said that to me as well, which I didn't know when I first started doing it. But as long as you tag the For You page or whatever, and you start getting likes and comments and stuff like that, and then it promotes it massively. It's so cool. Yeah. You can't do that on YouTube, can you? You can't just tag.
You can put tags.
Tag PewDiePie in it.
No, not like that.
Start coming on their channel every time they have a video.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you can put like hashtags that help with it as well on YouTube. I know that for sure.
One of Harris Heller's videos actually talks about how hashtagging so much is considered a bad thing as well, though, isn't it? Because he talks about how you just look desperate a little bit. So maybe minimize your hashtags, but you know what? Do what you want. If it promotes you, then do it.
Yeah, I mean, don't have like 50 hashtags saying
no.
different things and this
We'll just
but
put, like,
just try to condense it. Yeah,
yeah,
just try to
like the
condense it.
pictures.
Yeah.
The thing with Twitter, for a start, is the fact that it doesn't let you have that many characters, does it? So you're writing you're trying to write a message that captures the attention of your followers, but also a couple of hashtags, so it releases it everywhere else as well, which is really hard. And it's the same with TikTok. TikTok's quite similar to that, isn't it? It only gives you a certain limit of characters you can use. But anyway, we'll move on to the next comment. We're only going to have a couple more because I've got work super early in the morning. You're talking 5 hours. So I've enjoyed this though, so we'll carry on. So Ginger Hulk, let's take a moment to shout out Ginger Hulk. He's a small streamer. He's followed us on the Small Streamers Gang Discord. If anyone wants to get involved with that, we've left descriptions, but we'll leave a description we'll leave a link to it in the description below. If you want to follow him, he's great. He does Farming Simulator. He plays a lot of FIFA, a lot of Call of Duty. He's a great lad, great banter, great laugh. Ginger Hulk TV is where you want to be. So let's see what other comments we've got. I'm finding this one funny. If you want, hang on. I'm finding that one quite funny.
Yeah, made 2 Easter eggs.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Are we making you that upset that you need to turn to chocolate, or are you just enjoying it that much that you've got through that much chocolate? I don't
It's
know.
like eating popcorn to a movie.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Right, hang on. Let's go to this one. So, cheers for your comments. Appreciated it. New streamer here. Just wondering what's the best way to gain and grind away. I think we've pretty much covered that, haven't we? The best way to start out and grind is don't focus on your following too much. Everyone starts somewhere. The best way to gain your followers and stuff is just keep improving. Advertise yourself on different social media platforms and so forth. If anybody else has got anything to say to that, then fire away.
I mean, don't see it as a grind either, because a grind is just, it sounds like you're just slaving your life away to do streaming, Try to, just obviously you want to work hard on it. And I know the term is to grind away at it and everything, but just, just be consistent, keep a steady pace for yourself. And obviously, have a schedule for yourself, basically. But I mean, consistency is key. Consistency is always key.
Absolutely, mate. I completely agree. What about yourself, Saggy? Anything new to add, or are you pretty much echoing everything else?
You said it perfectly. I would have said the same.
Right, well, that's great. Well, we've got a few more comments, but they're just comments really, and it's getting pretty late. And I'll just pop up one or two. We're not really discussing that much, but thanks for tuning in. This doesn't only go out to Ginger Hulk. I'm sure the other guys echo what I say when I say we really appreciate everybody who's been coming in and having a watch of this. Hope it's been informative. I hope it's been of value to you all. And if, like I say, descriptions below or banners below, if you want to follow anybody else in the stream, we'd really appreciate it. We love you to bits, and we're going to do more of these. We're going to do plenty more of these. We're going to do one a week. Hopefully we'll be able to develop even more when we're not on camera and help you guys with the tips and tricks and experience and advice that we can give to you every single week. I'm more than happy to have these guys on the show every week because they've been fantastic and I've loved it. I hope I can, next week we can get Saggy doing a little bit of Slim Shady. We will probably get different people on from time to time as well. Other people that maybe are even just in the Small Streamers Gang. Because everybody is, so informative in there, so helpful, and it's just a great community. So we're gonna build as much as we can. I've really enjoyed this. I don't know about you two.
Yeah,
no, I've enjoyed it a lot.
Fun.
Yeah, it's been fun.
People need to beat that. Well,
But anyway, so if you want to follow Shady, it's Shady. It's the Shady Alpaca on Twitter. It's on Twitch. He streams regularly and it's great content on Twitch. He's on YouTube. You're on Instagram as well, aren't you, Shady?
Yes, sir.
That's fantastic. And if you want to follow Saggy, she's on TikTok. She's on Twitch. She streams really regularly on Twitch. You've got Instagram as well, haven't you, Saggy?
yeah, I do.
Is there anything else I'm missing?
Twitter, but it's not that important.
Twitter as well. Follow her on Twitter. Help her fulfill her dreams. Help her get followers on Twitter. Follow her, and she'll do some M&M rapping for you, and that is unbeatable. You can't
Can't get it anywhere else.
You can't buy it. You can't teach stuff like that. So follow these guys. They've been a massive help to me. They've been a massive help to everybody in the stream channel. Follow them on every platform you can. You've been great. They've been great. Hopefully see you all next week. My name's Alex. I'm part of We Are 11306. You've been great. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. All the best.
Take care, guys.
Hang on, I'm missing the camera. There you go. There you go. See you guys. Cheers. Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.